Let's bottom line this thing first. Back in studio. Good morning, friend.
Stop by, say, Jeffrey.
We'll just bottom line it, and bottom line, that's a dub.
That's a dub, baby.
That's
T-shirt in hand.
That's a dub. Somebody gets a T-shirt today. Man, that was a weird football game that's really, really fun if you win, isn't it? It's really fun if you win. Man, I was just, I said to Mrs. P last night about 8:30, I said, it's amazing how one 3-second play 800 miles away being performed by 20 and 30-year-olds can so affect the mood before you get ready to go to bed.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Man, if the Raiders hit that two-pointer and we bemoan the lost opportunity and we begrudge the misses that could have made a difference. But no, man, the defense that couldn't in the second half finally could on the two-point conversion and a wild, especially second half. There's one stat, and listen, I'm not on social media, so perhaps I'm not breaking any news right now, but those of you just driving in today, I like to call you normals, like myself. E, have you seen this stat yet? Do you realize this? And again, maybe this is an obvious stat. I know it's not just here sitting in front of me traditionally as I do my gatekeeping and preparation for this morning show. You know the Jags scored the last 6 times they had the ball, E?
No, I know that.
Did you know that? Did you know the Jaguars scored every time they had the ball in the second half?
No, I know that.
Every single time that they had the ball in the second half, they scored a touchdown, E.T. Not some of the times, every single time. After Cam Little booted an NFL record 60, we made history yesterday, E.T. After Cam Little booted that 68-yard field goal to pull it to within 6-3 at the half, this is what the Jags did. Third quarter, field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, ball game. Didn't punt in the second half. Didn't turn it over on downs. Got the ball, 4 times in regulation. Got 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns. Got the ball in overtime. Drove right down the field. Touchdown. Now, the other side of that is we ping-pong back and forth after an interception to start the second half and to take the ball away. After the Jags field goal, Raiders field goal. After the Jags touchdown, Raiders touchdown. After the Jags touchdown, Raiders touchdown. After the Jags field goal, overtime. And then it's Jags touchdown, Raiders touchdown. Good grief, man. The kick coverage yesterday, E.T.
My goodness.
And I know we got a lot going on, man. Shout out to guys at the bottom of the roster stepping up. And we're going to get into some of the gut check part of this victory yesterday. I mean, by the time we got to overtime, we have apparently a flu-ridden quarterback or illness. We've got the receivers for the game-winning drive, E.T., are Parker Washington, Tim Jones, and Austin Trammell.
Shout out them boys.
The tight ends at that point is Hunter Long. He's still in the game. I suppose he returned. Your tight ends are Hunter Long and Johnny Munt. Yeah, we needed Travis Etienne yesterday, and that man stepped up in a big way.
Yes, he did.
And we needed Trevor Lawrence to overcome his once a bozo Trevor Lawrence play. He hasn't won a game, doesn't he?
My goodness.
Winner. I will say this. The 2 games he didn't have a bozo player. The 2 he lost. Maybe he had one against Seattle, and it's hard to keep track.
Quick question, Jack.
Yeah.
What was worse, the play call or the play?
At the end of the day, it's the play. I mean, my God, man, you're not a rookie anymore. What are you doing? Just throw it out of the back of the end zone. It's a terrible play call. I don't like it. I like running the football. And finally, in the second half, what do? We
ran the ball.
We ran it with QB sneak. He's gotten pretty good at the QBs. Oh, man, he went high again, though, E.T.
He did, and he bobbled it a little bit, too, didn't
he? Yeah, I think he held maybe a little tighter. I think this time the bobble, though, at least came after. Like this one, it would have been a touchdown if he bobbled. But, man, this guy can make a major mistake, and he's not afraid to make the same doggone mistake sometime in the future.
The same one over and over.
That throw there to just kill the momentum and have everybody throw their potato chips in the air. And that was just that was as bad a play as Trevor Lawrence has made in his Jaguar career.
That one was so crazy, man.
That was that bad. I mean, and again, you're trying to get momentum going for an offense that's humming along pretty good. I don't like the play call. To your point, man, you're down there, we're pounding, run it in.
That's what Will was just saying. I put y'all in bad positions, and you put them in a bad position.
He put him in a bad position there. But when the play breaks down, at some point it's got to click, and it's fair to start to wonder if it ever will. You can win without it clicking. They have. Right? Think about some of the plays, some of the really bad ones, the egregious ones. It feels to me like the two most egregious are fumbling that ball on the goal line against Kansas City and throwing that interception on the goal line yesterday. He rebounded in both those games, and the team did, and the team rebounded. And ultimately, boy, without that goal line interception, Trevor Lawrence had a really good day. I mean, it wasn't the yardage wasn't terrific, but he did a good job. Again, you can't ask for much more out of an offense than to score the last 6 times they have the ball. The final drive that included the 68-yarder to end the game, and then every time in the second half and overtime that they got the ball, they scored 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals. So hopefully that can be the little start of the momentum downhill that gets the snowball rolling. They got it. This is an interesting setup we now have. We go to Houston, who the last time we faced the Titans, they were 0-2, and we were going to put a nail in the coffin. Remember that, E.T.?
I remember.
All right, now we've circled back, and here are the Texans now 3-5, and we're going to have to put that second and final nail. This would be the nail in the coffin for the Houston Texans. We put
nail
the
in the
first one
coffin.
in. We put the first one in at 0-2. But this one, they'll eliminate them, and they've got a brutal schedule. I was looking at the schedule strengths coming down the stretch, too. Both Houston, whatever. Again, you say whatever. If you lose next week at Houston, you bring everything back into play. And the Colts just aren't the Colts that started 7-1. I know we're all on board. They're not that awesome. The Steelers exposed them to a degree yesterday, and so the Jaguars now find themselves with yesterday's come from behind, or I guess you came from behind about 7 times because the game ping-ponged in the second half. But, oh, my gosh. Thank you, Devon Hamilton, for knocking that ball down, putting us in victory formation this morning, and just, look, was it picture perfect? Was it good enough for when you get to the postseason? Yeah, probably not. But, I mean, at least it was a victory. And there could be some value in that. So, E.T. Trevor Lawrence cut 7 on seeing this game through to the end, overcoming a ton of adversity. I mean, there were injuries going into the game. There were injuries throughout. Again, by the end of the game, there's already no Travis Sumner. There's no Brian Thomas. There's no De'Ami Brown. There's no Brenton Strange. But there is a W on the scoreboard.
Complementary aspect of our team, feeding off one another and having each other's backs. And maybe the first half, we didn't score really any points offensively, and the defense held them to 6. And then second half, we had to score more, and I think we scored in our last 4 or 5 drives or whatever it ended up being. So I think that's where you're seeing our team grow, and there's a lot of things that we still got to improve on, and that we can do better. But at the end of the day, you want to just win the game, find a way to win, and we were able to do that. And obviously, crazy ending there, but we found a way.
Boy, he sounds sick and tired, doesn't he?
Flu game.
Yeah, that's not the typical vibe you get. Listen, no one's calling on hero status here. They don't win the game without him.
No way.
We'll put it that way. So good for him for stepping up, and his teammates, his coaches. I don't think they bring it up if it wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like if this wasn't a thing, they're like, "Hey, coach, man, Trevor's puking his guts up in there." So credit to them. Josh Hines-Allen showed up late, man, at a big time. There's a couple big plays, a half sack and a sack. It gives him the Jags sack record now. I believe he's in a tie. I think he's tied the record with Tony Brackens, and we'll, so his next one, and so that sack and a half, they mattered. So that was a record-setting performance. That's a team record. Again, Cam Little hit. He set NFL history yesterday. We saw his leg with a 70-yarder. We got to the end of the half. I forgot all about that leg. He's been in such a slump, PT, that I didn't even think about, hey, let's try him out for the 67, 68-yarder. But after the Jags could have just took a knee there, by the way, after the Raiders scored. They could have taken a knee, and they hit a couple of plays. they got it out to midfield. They spiked it just in time. They gave Cam Little the shot. He hits it from 68. It would have been good from 75, I bet. I mean,
Absolutely.
it had a few more yards on it. Liam Cohen, on watching his kicker, set the all-time record, NFL history, 68-yarder. And by the way, a big boost of momentum for this football team as well.
That was what ignited us, I think. You know, they missed the extra point on their touchdown. We get it in field goal range, or we get it in somewhat range. And for a guy that we have not lost confidence in, everybody's been trying to get us to lose confidence in him. I know that for sure. And we have never lost confidence in him. And he went on the bye, got away from it, and sets an NFL record on his first kick back. So, and then makes obviously multiple critical kicks throughout the game to keep the thing going. Couldn't be more proud of him and this whole team.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, he said, despite people that want us to lose faith in him, top of that list, by the way, Coach, was your kicker. And so that's great that y'all didn't lose confidence in him. I get it. But for fans, us sitting here to lose confidence, that was a rational response to what we've seen from the kicker the last few weeks. And by the way, I didn't hear a single peep out of anyone that says, let's shoot the kicker to the moon. He's done. No, but we're concerned. He's missing kicks. What a job on the hold on bad snap.
Oh, man. Yes.
Our all-pro long snapper has not had a good year. There is such a thing as long snapping stats, believe it or not, in today's NFL. It's probably easy to believe. And he's near the bottom after playing really at a really high level for a few years here. But that was a terrible snap that I think is the punter our holder?
Was it Ross? Or Madison?
No, that's the snapper. But
is it Logan Cook the holder?
Cook's the holder, right? Yeah. It's just an unbelievable job on that hold. That was a squirrely snap, and to squeeze that thing through from 49. I wasn't sure for the whole way. Look, first left the foot. I know it's hugging that left there. I'm not sure what this baby's doing, but he snuck it through, and that 49-yarder, every bit as important. He was kind of swinging that leg with house money on the 68-yarder, wasn't he?
Yeah, straight up.
The last play of the half, there's no turning it over. And we've said all along, to really get a chance to set the record, you got to have that perfect storm. It's got to be a situation like yesterday.
Perfect
you have
moment,
the game where there's no ramification of missing it on the other side of the field, right?
What a confidence booster for our kicker, man. Setting a record.
Yeah, correct. And then to hit some more big kicks down the stretch, that including the one that sent it to overtime. So we're in victory formation. That's a dub. We'll take it. Man, I got to monitor the injury situation yesterday. That's going to be its own segment this morning. A lot of dudes banged up, especially by the finish of yesterday's football game. Man, what an easy day to do a fun sports talk radio show, man. What a weekend. Man. What a weekend.
Yes.
From when we let you on Friday. First of all, game Friday, the Dodgers send it, and then that game 7 World Series games, as good a baseball game as you could put in a time capsule and tell people what was so exciting about baseball. That game 7 in Toronto would be your answer, and we'll kick that around as we move along this morning. And when we come back on the other side, we will dive headfirst into the sea of orange, blue, red, and black. And what we saw in this edition of the Florida-Georgia game. It leaves us now for a couple of years. Let's don't forget they'll play in Atlanta next year and in Tampa while the stadium rebuild gets going and finishes here in Jacksonville. Boy, they sent us out with a great game. I said, well, I'll tell you kind of how I framed it on a Halloween weekend, how I framed it. In swamp sessions after the game on Saturday night. So some Florida Georgia talk. There's other college football news. Add another Power 5 job to the coaching carousel. Hugh Freeze out at Auburn. So that's just another one, man. I mean, Lane Kiffin is just sitting on a pile of money eating sugar straight out of the bag. That's what Lane Kiffin's doing right now. He's got built a big mound of cash, and those are hundreds. Those aren't ones. He's built a big mound of hundreds, and he's sitting up on top, and he's just got a bag of sugar and a spoon. He's just eating it. Just mainline, straight up sugar, my man. Anyway, we are live here in St. Johns County. It's this Tristan Bailey Foundation's annual charity weekend and a fundraiser, and so we'll talk about that as we move along. Back at full force, Hick and the Saddle coming up here at 7 o'clock as well, to review and rewind everything that we saw this weekend. Boy, I needed that Jags winning. You know, I watched the Gators lose. Georgia Tech fell from the ranks of the unbeaten. The Atlanta Falcons missed a freaking extra point at the end of the game and lost by 1. The 5-pack was a 2-3. Yeah, I needed that. I needed that Jaguars win yesterday.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, it saved what would have been a weekend of despair from the sports front. So all that and more, we're up and rolling here. It's a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Right now you can save $300 when you partner with Next Gen on your new roof, and that's what you need to do. You need to partner with Next Gen Roofing. I bring you the best of the best here in the morning game. And Next Gen Roofing is just next in line. And you need a roofing partner, and you're going to hear at some point. Our audience, the demos, tell us how many of you out there are homeowners. And so let me point you in the right direction on some of these things you're going to have to deal with moving along, whether it's, custom tree surgeons, cabin truck, legal service, whatever it is. In this case, when it comes to roofing, get a partner you can count on, tied here to the First Coast. The community means something to them. And you just give my friends at Next Gen Roofing a call.
And he's not moving. That was a heck of a hit.
Good health is an important part of a successful program.
A guy who was number 5 on our depth chart is now our starting wideout.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update. Jacksonville on 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, Duval, here's your chance to be face-to-face with the Jags as they take the field on game day. Jump in the shadows and experience the Jaguars like never before. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows for your chance to be part of the action. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C., 18 and older. Entry periods for the sweepstakes are from 8/4/25 to 12/21/25. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank, N.A. member FDIC.
The boys are back in the kitchen.
Don't start the barbecue without me.
Joe, Matt, and Leon give you plenty to chew on during lunchtime. Freshly baked bread from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Thank you for lunch, boys.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything, from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com, then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
Welcome to the Bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Scott Hobson in Ponte Vedra at 904-479-9000.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID, 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID, 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID, 249086.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys Locksmith Service.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. With over 1,700 five-star Google reviews, it was a no-brainer to have Closets by Design help us get organized at home. They create custom storage for every space, lifestyle, and budget. From closets to garages to laundry rooms and more. Closets by Design will transform clutter into seamless organization. Call today to schedule your free in-home consultation before the holidays and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off with free installation. 18-month financing is available. Call 878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Out of a hold of Logan Cook. Logan puts it down. Cam Little kicks it up. The 68-yard field goal is good! He drilled it from 68 yards on the last play of the half. How good is
I
that?
kicked it straight. It kind of just stayed left middle the whole time. It didn't really draw much. My ball naturally draws a little bit if I hit it on the screws, and so once Logan threw his arms up, like he's done that twice now, I kind of had an idea that it was going in. So, you go so far back and that ball takes a long time for it to get there. And so you don't want to ever celebrate too early before the kick goes in. And so once I saw it clear the crossbar, that's when I knew it was good. It was tough for me to tell. A lot of guys are taller than me too, so.
68 yards is a long way, man.
Oh, he boomed that bit.
Like 60, I mean, if you're out on the golf course, that's a good little three-quarter sandwich, man. That's a long way to kick a football and to kick it straight through. We've talked about the momentum it seemed to give the Jaguars going into the half. Again, the Jaguars second half had the ball 5 times, scored all 5 times. So it definitely ignited the team. They all said that, Trevor said it, Liam Cohen said it, Cam Little himself, I think, recognizes that was a big boost going to the locker room because the first half of that game felt like Jags at Raiders circa like 2019, where we're 3-9 and they're 2-10, and
it was
both teams are
bad.
just playing ugly. You can't score a point football, right? That's what the first half looked like, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, also factoring in the idiotic interception that was thrown by the quarterback, thinking like, what in the goodness names is going on here, man? What are we doing? That kid kind of turned things around. The offense found itself in the second half. Let's hope it remains in constant communication with that efficiency that produced, again, not a single punt in the second half. But now let's just have spotlight around Cam Little and those cleats that'll be headed to Canton, Ohio, I'm sure, this morning.
Yeah.
We'll send those things right up. FedEx Express, baby. I mean, that's a Hall of Fame effort. I saw this stat around it. It's. I think he was the 7th. This is unbelievable, by the way. Already this year, there have been 7 field goals made from 60-plus yards.
Oh, wow. Kick game has evolved.
From 60-plus yards. So the Shazam Spotlight on a kicking game, how far back can they go? The Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. My friends at the Murray Ford Superstores. Yeah, you don't need to kick it around. You need to head to the Murray Ford Superstores for great savings, unbelievable customer service, and more. So here's the Shazam Spotlight. It's not just that Cam Little set the record yesterday. It's a 68-yarder. It's that it was the 7th made field goal of 60-plus yards this year. Goodness gracious. So here's what seems like a viable question, Cam Little. How long do you expect this record to last?
Probably till next week, to be honest. There's probably some. I'm not even joking you. Me, Logan, and Ross were just joking that a guy around the league probably broke it before the game even ended. So, no, but there's just so many talented. Like I harp on this all the time when someone asks about the 70. Like, there's so many good kickers around this league. There's so many guys that are very, very capable of hitting that kick. It just all comes a matter of, when you get the opportunity, seizing it. So I don't doubt that someone will probably break that record at some point.
It was a record, When I was a kid growing up, it was like, this guy was like a folk hero. Like the guy who first made the first 60-plus yarder and then held the record for eons was a guy named Tom Dempsey.
Okay.
And Tom Dempsey back in the day was just an old straight-on kicker. That's how they kick. But Tom Dempsey, due to like a birth defect, had a club on his right foot, his kicking foot, and not to infer any advantage. For most of his career, he was a standard kicker like everyone else. But playing for the Saints. And this was also, it looked especially long, this was back in the day where the goalposts were at the goal line. Y'all know the goalposts used to be on the goal line?
Yes.
Okay, so when the goalposts were on the goal line, so when he made a 61-yarder, like he's way back to the 39-yard line. It looks even further, than what a 68-yarder looks like today. So his 63-yarder stood forever. Like, I mean, that record, I think he probably made that kick, I'm not looking at it, in the early 70s, late 60s. And then I feel like maybe it was 61, actually. Was it a 61-yarder was the all-time record? Aaron, look that up for me, man. What the procession of the kicking record. And I think the record he broke, he beat it by 10 yards, I think, was the way it went. But if you look at the progress of the longest field goal currently in NFL history, Tom Dempsey, was it 63? I think it was 63. I'm going to stay with 63, maybe it's 61. But the point was, I think it went from 63... Maybe it went from 61 to 60. Point being, it kicked up a yard. Like somebody made a 64, then made a 65, a 66. And that's where it stood at 66. Cam Little's got a 2-yard lead on the record that he broke. It was a 66-yarder, right? By the Ravens, Justin Tucker, the Ravens kicker, who beat the Lions on the last second field goal to win that one. So I don't know how far back they can go. There's some talk that they should change what they're allowing kickers to do. They got like a month now to juice up those balls. They can heat and cool them and rub their special oils and liniments on them. So those kicker balls are different. Remember we went through that era where the kicker ball, they just pulled it right out of the sack and handed it to them, slippery and hard. They wouldn't let them do anything to it. Those times have changed, but we can certainly focus in on, I guess, the single most impressive thing a Jaguar individual player has done. Fred Taylor's night at Pittsburgh in Sunday Night Football, which shattered the Three Rivers Stadium record. There's some pretty good running backs run up there through the years. That would stand up there. But when you do something that no one in the history of the league, it was 63 for Tom Dempsey had a 63-yarder. What year was it? Yeah, 1970. So like I said, late 60s. Yeah, so 63. What year was it? 70? Yeah, so that thing stood, and then it was broken with a 64-yarder by... Okay. Yeah, that was the most recent holder is Brandon Aubrey. So there you go. We're in the record books. All right, Florida Georgia observations, but I will at least give you the metaphor, right? This is what I felt like Saturday watching that Florida-Georgia game as it wound its way toward conclusion, and the Gators had their near miss of a tremendous upset. No team in this rivalry ranked in the top 5 has lost to the other team if they're unranked. Never happened. And in a kind of, it's been a one-sided rivalry. There's been a lot of years where one of them is ranked and the other's not. This one felt like a lot closer matchup, just from the start to the finish, than an unranked team and a top 5 team. And that may speak some to just the status and chaos of college football and what's coming here, I feel, in the next 6 to 8 weeks. If you think you know who's winning it this year, let me be the first to congratulate you. You're wrong. I have no idea. Maybe it's Ohio State. They've certainly been the most consistent. Maybe it's Indiana. They've been consistent, but playing each other in the Big Ten, I just don't know. There's no way to measure the SEC. Is Florida the best 10th place team in conference history, any conference? I mean, they've proven more than once this year. They're probably capable of going out on the field and having a chance to beat just about anybody. But so close against Georgia. This is what I felt like on Halloween weekend, ET. Felt like I was out trick-or-treating. And I came up to the house. I knocked on the door, and You know, the family answered the door for me, and they had a big basket of candy. I could see it. It was over the brim, over the edge, all my favorite, shiny, delicious. They had anything I wanted. I couldn't wait. And she reached down into the basket,
Uh-huh.
and she pulled me out a box of raisins, and she threw that in my pumpkin, and I turned around and went home. So more from the Florida Georgia game when we return. It's the next Gen Roofing Monday. We are live at the St. Johns County Golf and Country Club as the sun it rises on us. We get to see some light now in our schedule.
Right.
With the clocks turning back this weekend, but we'll talk more with the Bailey family and the Tristan Bailey about the Tristan Bailey Foundation as we move through this broadcast morning as well. All right, back in Florida Georgia observations. Then we'll have football fix coming up, and let's get back on track for the Hicken Arrival and more starting this morning at 7. So on the Next Gen Roofing Monday, we're back with more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
I know two brothers whose minds are always in the gutters.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kevin.
We are the Good Brothers.
That's good with an E.
From Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
We install 6 and 7-inch seamless gutters, plus we repair and replace roofs, pool enclosures, and super gutters.
We are the Good Brothers, veteran-owned and local.
Visit goodbrothersroofsandgutters.com.
License number CCC 1334384.
Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. There's 17 locations, now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
Friends, we have a very special guest on the line.
The Checkmate Coatings phone line is where the action happens.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Get expert interviews and listener opinions all day, every day, from the drill all the way to Hacker After Dark on 1010XL.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Hey folks, this is Denny Thompson, and when it comes to protecting my home, I turn to Tyson, the leaders in state-of-the-art home security right here in Jacksonville. Their AI cameras and smart doorbells are top-notch, keeping an eye on what matters most. Whether you're moving in or upgrading, Tyson offers flexible packages, rent or own, with specials on the first 3 years. Ramp up now for the holidays, the perfect gift for you or someone you love. Call Tyson today at 590-7979 for details.
Hi, I'm John Haney from Clearwater Gutters and Drainage. After heavy rains, the problems are obvious. Mulch blown out of your beds, water standing around your foundation, and that fancy new crater back behind your bushes. Let Clearwater Seamless Gutters help you solve the problem spots.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters. And drainage, too.
Find out more at clearwaterjacks.com.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. You know that other Frangie? Well, he's my dad. But I'm here to tell you about how much I appreciate the Awaken 180 weight loss program and how it's changed my life. Like a lot of folks, I let myself go a little. Not proud of that, but it happens. And I wasn't sure what to do. I've tried a lot of other weight loss programs, but they just didn't work. Not like Awaken 180. Can you believe I've lost 70 pounds in less than 4 months? With Awaken 180, there's no medication, no shots, and no side effects. And best of all, really fast results. You eat the food that's provided, and it's really good food. You work with a coach on a regular basis who guides you through the whole process. I'm never hungry. In fact, I never feel like I'm sacrificing anything. Just living a totally normal life. That's my new normal. And now, in October, they're offering free consultations. So there's no reason not to call them and learn more. Call them at 844-346-1800, or you can visit awaken180.com. It really has changed my life, and I bet it'll change yours too. That's Awaken 180.
Your favorite band live, first chord hits. That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah, what thrill beats them all?
It's the thrill of the win. I've been there when the worry is real, when the bills pile up, when the pain doesn't quit, and getting the call that says, "We came through for you." That's huge. It's about seeing that weight lift, helping folks walk out better than when they walked in. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm just doing my job, man. Just making plays whenever my name is called. That's all I can do, and I gotta just keep just being available for my teammates, you know, so I can just go in there and just be my best self. And if I run my best self, our team is at our best, and I just gotta keep being available for them.
That is Travis ETN, who gave us a very workmanlike 22 for 84 yesterday, but made big plays down the stretch. Second half, shout out O-line. Trevor Lawrence, I thought, had his best protection maybe of his career yesterday. And after just letting the dude get pummeled 2 weeks in a row, I thought, protected awesome. They didn't run it at a great yards per carry clip, but in the second half in winning time, when third or fourth and short and had to have it, or busting out some plays, we had a stretch there. It felt like handed off up the middle at 6, 7, 8 yards, just right up the gut, whether it's Tootin or ETN. But Travis ETN was huge yesterday, and his coach called out his performance as being key and crucial to the Jaguars getting a very, very much needed, complete mood-defining 30-29 win yesterday in Vegas. So more on that as we move along. All right. More on the Florida-Georgia spectacular that we saw Saturday here in town. Look, I'm going to take this from the Florida perspective. You Georgia folks, you get enough. You get your toast buttered enough, right? So y'all, congratulations, good win. Get the hell out of town. Yeah, seriously. Good. I don't need any attaboys. Florida should have won the game, coulda, shoulda, woulda, won the football game, but Billy Napier has just instilled this culture, that needs a slight DNA change. God bless Billy Gonzalez. Just watching that guy execute all the head coach, the presidential things, you can see why he had been head coach. He just looks like they just put anyway. Nonetheless, I thought they were more efficient and effective. They didn't have delay games, 12 men on the field. Just Billy Napier being out of town starts to lift the stench and the fog of no sustainability, right? There was no sustainability with Billy Napier. He was just he was an anchor. So they've cut anchor and the boat's sailing, and it's not completely ready to go around the world. But there was certainly enough signs Saturday in Jacksonville to at least put this now as the goal in mind. And that is to win 3 of the last 4, get bowl eligible, win 2 of the next 3, and have the FSU game come down to a battle of bowl eligibility. It might be that way for both teams. And grow off of the energy and the want-to that you showed in a week where there's a lot of teams and programs where that game, after Georgia takes the opening kick and they score, that's a blowout city. Right? Everyone bails, the coach is gone, the program's in upheaval, and it didn't look like that. It looked like a pair of top 20 teams playing football for 3 hours. And so for the Gators, it comes down to these 2 things. Florida got it down to the 18-yard line with a 3-point lead. It was 4th and 1. I don't mind the decision. I didn't like the play call. I mean, you got a chance to, it's what, about 4.5 minutes, 5 minutes to go. You have a chance to, if you can convert here, chew more clock, and then if you end up with a field goal, it's more urgency for Georgia, or in best case scenario, you convert, you finish the drive, you score a touchdown, you pull the upset. They're just not ready to do it. They don't have that built-in confidence of success in them because Billy Napier has drowned them for 4 years in his stupidity and his semantics. So you got to build that trust and confidence and faith that you're going to make plays and win games. They've been put in situations, these young men, for 3 years in a row that have made them unwinnable, and you're going to have to learn how to win again. And they'd have occasional win here or there, but I mean a consistency of winning. But anyway, I didn't like the play call. The line seemed to shift. They didn't change the call, but anyway, that 4th and 1 was crucial. And Georgia ends up scoring, but Florida gets the ball back with a chance now, down 24-20, and it's kind of a busted play, and J. Michael Sturdivant gets behind the defense. There's 2 things that happen here. One, look, this is just another example, and this is a shiny one. If replay is broken, and it's not that hard. I'm a simple man. I'm not claiming to be smarter than anyone else. Isn't this how replay officiating should work? Shouldn't the replay officials be in a soundproof isolation booth where they have no idea what the play is, where it matters, what the score is, how it was called? Shouldn't you have 3 dudes sitting in a room and you send them a play and you ask them, is this complete or incomplete? There is no ruling. They're trying to confirm or overturn. Wouldn't it be smarter to send it to the replay booth and let them decide? Answer yes. Again, this is one of those I've been screaming for 10 years. I don't know why they don't do it that way. For the love of me, I don't know why it's not done that way. Why it goes under the burden of bias. Let's put bias on a bad call. And I'm not saying this one was or wasn't. I think he caught the ball. I think it was coming in as a spiral. It hit his left forearm. It bounced to his right forearm, and he caught it. That's what I think. But, a little bias there too, maybe. I don't know. But replay's broken. And there's a simple fix, and these boobs won't fix it. I don't get it. So now here's the other side of that. Why is it Florida-Georgia? Why I watch the Jaguars play, and everybody seems to run around fine. Florida-Georgia comes to town, and people slip all over the place. Lagway slipped on a play earlier, trying to step up into the pocket, nearly fumbled the ball and gave it away. And on that play, if Sturdivant keeps his footing and his back foot doesn't slip out from under him, he probably comes back and he makes a catch. Then I kind of wonder about, at what point when you get behind the defense do you stop running? I mean, your quarterback's running for his life. Well, maybe let's not go 50 yards downfield. Let's come back to the 40-yard mark. But even through all that, sure, it looks like a play that may very well should have been called a catch. At the end, 24-20, Gators lose. 5th straight time. They haven't had a losing streak like this in the series since, what was it, in the early 80s maybe?
Hey, Jeff, you know who's a big loser for Florida, Georgia also?
What's
Your
that?
boy E.T.
What happened?
I settled in real good at home, ready to watch some TV, Florida, Georgia. Cut on YouTube TV.
Oh, yeah.
No Florida, Georgia.
Yeah. Now, do you have a backup? Do you have
I didn't have a backup, bro. I didn't even get to watch the game.
We didn't talk much about it. Somebody had told me about that on Friday. I didn't think that much about it. I'm so used to the old cable era where the number of YouTube TV users is
Right.
great.
Had no clue.
Yeah, they're off of it. Yeah, they're in a fight with ESPN and ABC.
Yeah.
People, so, yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, let's come back to the football fix. You're listening to the Drill 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
College basketball season opens up, and the Florida Gators are 3.5-point favorites against the Arizona Cardinals at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, 163.5. The total, the Gators, number 3 in the national rankings, Arizona, number 13. Florida Gators laying 3.5 Saturday in Lexington against Kentucky, 45.5 the total at Kroger Field. Florida State coming off their dominating win over Wake Forest, a 1.5 road dog at Clemson on Saturday. And Thursday night, South Florida laying 13.5 at home with UTSA. The Jaguars with an overtime win over the Raiders. They're a 1.5 dog this week at Houston. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Hun, look in the backyard. Is that oil coming out of the ground?
What? Oil?
Yeah, we've struck it rich.
When was the last time we had our septic tank pumped?
Ooh, crap. That's not oil.
Exactly.
Is it time to pump out your septic tank? Call Duck Rooter. Their professional septic service removes sludge that can cause costly emergencies. Don't delay. Call Duck Rooter today.
When you're stuck, call the duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Jacksonville, hunting season is here, and nobody gears you up like Green Acres Sporting Goods, home of the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida. They've got everything for all seasons: archery, black powder, and general gun season. Green Acres is a fully stocked Browning dealer with ammo, accessories, and safes. Don't miss out on Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday, happening now through the end of the year. Gear up today at greenacresporting.com.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. So bold, it's named after the home team. Stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, roast beef, provolone, fresh veggies, and the new Duval drizzle sauce. For a limited time at your local Firehouse Subs, there's only one hottest sub in Duval.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Morton Anderson missing a chip shot field goal that launched the Jags into the playoffs in '96? You know who doesn't miss? Coil Fencing. Coil has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida since 1927. Heck, Coil has been installing fences since before Emery Bellard installed the wishbone offense. If you need a new fence, I recommend calling Coil Fence today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. Coil Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi folks, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Repair, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
Life is about choices and the decisions you make. I'm David Robbins with Epstein and Robbins. If you're convicted of a DUI, you'll have to face severe consequences. Walking through the doors of the courthouse or appearing at a bond hearing can be extremely intimidating. Without the right lawyer, you're likely to make the wrong decision. Let our team help you make the right decisions in court. Epstein and Robbins, the right choice.
Epstein and Robbins, fighting for your rights since 1975.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Need or want cash? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back with a football fix as we broadcast live from the St. John's Golf and Country Club today. It's the Tristan Bailey Foundation's charity golf tournament. As always, we're happy to be here. Let's start here with the, you ready? Playoff picture, ET. Yeah, baby, we're back.
Yes, sir.
And by the way, at least as it's setting up right now, it's like Jags, Chiefs, like they're battling for 7 and 8. Here's what I mean. The Jags with a win yesterday, back to 5 and 3. The Chiefs lost to the Bills in the NFL's marquee game of the day. Oh, the Bills. That's a big win for Buffalo. Josh Allen, 5-0 in the regular season, his last 5 against Patrick Mahomes. And that may be all time. Big win for the Bills yesterday. Anyway, Jags at 5-3 would have that final wild card spot. The Chiefs lost yesterday. They haven't had their bye week yet. Makes them 5-4. The Jags also have the tiebreaker over them. Hey, we're halfway home. It's okay to peek ahead. But here's the point I was going to make. After Kansas City at 5-4, next best record in the conference has 5 losses. The Houston Texans, who the Jaguars will play next week, and the Baltimore Ravens are both 3-5. So not only are the Jaguars maintaining that spot there, but man, they got a real chance to put another nail in that Texans coffin, right? We put one in them at 0-2. Now at 3-5, this would be the death blow. And perhaps the Texans will be out without their starting quarterback. C.J. Stroud's in the concussion protocol. He had to leave yesterday's game. The Broncos came from behind and beat the Texans with an 18-15 final there. It looks like the 2 best teams in the NFL to me are the last 2 that beat the crud out of our Jags. The Seahawks and Rams look really good, both of them. And they both played great yesterday. Their quarterbacks are playing now at MVP levels. Sam Darnold was terrific. I don't think he missed a pass in the first half. And the Seahawks blew out the Commanders. That'll do it for them. Jaden Daniels, dislocated elbow in the loss. Why was he even in the game? Fourth quarter, late. Game you're not going to win.
Crazy.
It's stupid. The crazy's being too kind. And then Stafford, after throwing 5 against us, had 4 yesterday. The Rams had Matthew Stafford. They got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, 2 unbelievable receivers. Kyron Williams, fantastic running back. Blake Corum has found himself behind him. They got a good offensive line. They got an unbelievable defensive line. The Rams should be the favorites to win the Super Bowl. They look like a really, really, really good football team. The Packers get shocked by the Panthers yesterday at home. That's a bad loss for Green Bay. And they also lose their tight end, Tucker Kraft, along the way. Fear it's a torn ACL. Look, the Jags have their own injury issues, and that's something we're going to have to wait and see settle and sort out here in these first few days of the week because, man, to win that game in overtime, that's football fix, by the way. You're welcome. But to win that game in overtime, considering they started that final drive with a healthy receiving unit of Tim Jones, Austin Trammell, and Parker Washington, I give them credit, man. Give Liam Cohen's offense credit. For the first time this year, we saw what we've been promised. And the opponent, be darned, whatever the reasons, the Jaguars got the ball 5 times in the second half, and they scored all 5 times they had the football. And whether it was the momentum of a 68-yard kick that helped get them there, I ain't asking questions. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals in 5 second half and overtime possessions is an unbelievable turnaround from the clunking, cluttering offense that we've seen here, particularly for the previous 2 games, and really you could argue throughout even some early season wins.
I got a cool little thing to add to the football fix, Jeff. You see what Mac Jones did at the end of the game?
At the end of the game, no. 49. I saw that he had a good game, and they beat the Giants. Another solid effort for Mac. It's good to see him in a good situation.
He subbed himself out so the quarterback behind him could get in the game and take his first NFL snap.
Okay.
Just true, Jacksonville love. I can appreciate Mac doing that.
So we're still in high school there, apparently. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A strong fence makes a good fence. A strong defense makes a good team.
They're the best defense in the league for a reason.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game.
Go, D, let's go!
On 1010XL.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
I'm Max Fink, and I'll bring you the Gator Report several times weekly to keep you connected to Gainesville.
The Gator Report, put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gator!
The drip from a leaky faucet isn't just annoying, it's wasteful. Worn parts or corrosion could waste thousands of gallons a year. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will fix it fast. When your faucet's leaking, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjax.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores, and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Football season is here, and our hometown team isn't the only one ready to stack up the wins. At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, you score big every time you shop with us. Thousands of vehicles, no flags, no fumbles, just hassle-free car buying and big wins with lifetime warranties, lifetime oil changes, and lifetime customer service. Plus, our wow pricing lets you celebrate a touchdown of savings. Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi. We're here to wow you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jacks Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
When you need a mechanic you can trust, call Sam, Harry, or Joe at AA Automotive on Richard Street. From oil changes to complex engine repairs, AA Automotive promises expert service and honest pricing from a local family biz. AA Automotive on Richard Street.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. Jag head coach Liam Cohen credits defensive shakeups for the win over the Raiders.
Obviously frustrating that, we kind of were mixing up. We were trying zone, we were trying man.
In Jacksonville, Florida gave Georgia a real fight Saturday. Big plays, drama, and a tight finish, but the Dogs held on for the win. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 7:02 and it's 53 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken intro and more next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
started.
It wasn't pretty. Might have been a little lipstick on that pig. But
She's got lipstick.
You get that win. You move to 5-3, and life is good in Jacksonville when the sun rises today. Here at the Tristan Bailey Foundation, it's a beautiful day. The golf tournament, we're at St. John's Golf and Country Club. Going to have a great day out here for all the folks who are participating. And the Jags get the victory and improve to 5-3 on a knockdown play by Devon Hamilton, who, thank God, he knocked it down because the dude was wide open in the back of the
Bro was open.
Bro was wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, wide open. So that was good. And, look, they found a way to win, which is great. I mean, the Raiders stink. You know what? But, again, you just got to post W's, man, in this topsy-turvy world where the goal is to somehow, some way look up at the end of the year and be in the tournament. And I think if they had lost this game,
It would have been a season.
it would have been a devastation.
So,
yeah, it would have been.
I said this to Stacy last night about 8:30. I said, it's amazing how a 3-second play by 20 and 30-year-old men 800 miles away can completely affect your demeanor before you lay your head down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Right? And that was just such an important win to have. You're the Jags historian. Tell me during your research of the last 12 hours,
Yes.
have the Jaguars in their history ever scored on 6 straight offensive possessions?
Oh, that's a great question.
They scored every time they had the ball in the second half.
Yeah, they did.
Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal,
Yeah, they
touchdown. I mean, maybe that is something to really take out of this game that we can get. And they're doing it with the training camp guys.
Well,
part of it.
Here's what I thought they did. They got back to the run, and
Yes.
Travis Etienne proved that he was the best player on the field
Yeah.
yesterday by far for our team. Travis Etienne, I tell you this every week.
I know.
When he has a game, I've never seen a running back take more
hard.
direct hits
And he
not
yesterday
fall down.
Yesterday he needed to.
I know.
Like he would take a hit 2 yards short and spin out and just,
kept going.
Yeah,
kept going,
yeah.
kept going. That late on the overtime drive, he took a pitch,
Yep.
and the Raiders had it all walled
he
off.
got through there.
And he planted and found a lane.
Just
I thought
enough.
I thought that was, and he went for 10 or 11 yards. I thought that was, and I'll ask Fred about this when we talk to him, but I thought that play was vintage running back play. Like whoever.
Stick the foot in the ground.
Just to find it. Where is
Yeah.
it? And he found a cutback lane and was able to pick up, scoot for about 10 or 11 yards. So I thought that, but there were so many of those, man. How about on the field goal drive, that big old defensive tackle, man, he hit him right in the middle of the field and didn't wrap him up, and he bounced off him. I mean, he just
played unbelievable.
84 rushing yards. He earned every one of them. 31 passing yards. By far the player of the game. He was remarkable. He was terrific. I can't say enough good things about the way he played for the Jags, and it helped the Jags, obviously. They had 151 rushing yards yesterday.
Correct.
And they ran, and these are the types of things they have to do, especially while their passing attack is anemic. And will continue. I mean, you lose Hunter. BTJ's out. De'Ami Brown goes to the locker room with a concussion. I mean,
you got no Strange.
You got
Your
no
tight
Strange.
end. Long missed a point.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, there's not a lot out there. I thought they made the most out of what they had.
Austin Trammell chipped in, though, with a great kickoff return to start the overtime, which was terrific.
Our wide receiver one, Parker Washington.
Yes.
That boy was busy.
I was shocked that they took the ball. Liam Cohen explained in the postgame why, but I thought because both
Usually
teams,
you play defense and see what you
because then
need.
you have 4 to get 10 yards.
I will say this.
Yeah.
And there might be time to make it 15 minutes if you both get a ball after.
Yeah.
It's still unfair if the team. I think now you take the ball because if you have an 8-minute drive, the other team's screwed.
Correct. Well, and
make them use their a good way to do overtime would be to just matriculate it down the field, make them use their timeouts.
Yeah.
And even if you settle for a field goal,
Yeah.
put some urgency in them.
Did this run through your mind at all? Because it ran through mine. I'll ask both you guys this question. Did this run through your guys' mind? If the Raiders had converted, the game's not over.
I think it is. Yeah.
Or is it over?
No, it's over.
It's over on the 2-point conversion one way or the other?
That's correct. Yeah, because they took the lead.
It's over.
And if they tie, it's over.
so they win the game.
They win the game.
So we don't get those 16 seconds.
You don't get another ball.
Okay.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
just ends one way.
Because what I was thinking was 16 seconds left,
We got Cam Little Bigfoot.
Hey, man, we return it to the 35, say.
Yeah.
Yep.
We hit one pass.
Yeah. No, we don't.
And you let them launch one.
If the first team scores, the next team gets the ball, and whatever happens after their possession ends the game.
But if we hadn't scored, then it would have been different.
It was also this. We made a lot of history yesterday.
Yeah.
Cam Little, longest field goal ever.
Right.
It's also the first overtime game in NFL history that was decided by 1 point. Because they've changed all the rules around. Used to be you could only win in overtime by safety, a field goal, or a touchdown for most years.
I don't want to gloss over what Jeff was telling you about Tom Dempsey. Tom Dempsey had half a foot.
Yeah.
He had half a foot. He kicked the ball 63 yards.
Yeah.
He had a special shoe. It was like a square.
It was a block.
It was a block.
Today's day and age, they would question whether the legality of it all.
Well,
I don't know. Yeah. I'm just saying it was it wasn't a thing at the time. It was, my God.
If they don't put steel toe in there, I suppose I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so and Cam's right too about saying this, but the record may hold for a week. Aubrey's already got a 65-yarder. McLaughlin had a 65-yarder this year.
There's been 6 60-yarders this year already before this one.
But 68 is special, and I'm so happy for him because he's such a good kid, and he was in a terrible slump. And a lot of y'all wanted to cut his ass.
I didn't want to cut. Some did, really.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
they all wanted to cut him. A little quick, and hopefully this now. Some of those other field goals kind of slid.
No, I know.
They made me nervous.
They made me nervous. I
still
am.
Huh?
I still am. I hope they're just trying to talk it into existence, this newfound confidence, because the 30-something-yarder barely snuck in there.
Yeah.
And then what has happened to our long snapper, by the way?
That was a bad snap.
And just by all
Logan Cookie saved that one.
There are long snapping analytics, believe it or not. There are stats to rank them. And our guy who's always been an all-pro is very, very low in him this year. I only know that because people have forwarded it to me. I will say this about Liam Cohen. It makes him a very fan-friendly adjuster. And here's what I mean. Like the things that you notice and we say and we speak, and again, we just speak for the fans here. It's not like we're coming up with these new things.
Right.
Whether it's get Travis to hear more of that, do this, do that. Another thing is stop telling me about balance when you throw it 44 and you run it 20.
Right.
Stop telling me you're balanced.
Yeah.
No, you're not. So, and we've been screaming it.
They got back to it.
They went beyond balance. How about this? 42 runs, 34 passes. That's balance.
Yes.
48 passes, 24 runs. It's not in games, by the way, you're in. I'm not talking about Seattle or well, maybe Seattle you can't talk about, but the Rams in particular where they got absolutely blitzkrieg. So, and I by no means, I'm not saying he's following what the big sentiment is.
Right.
But he's not afraid if the big sentiment is right to acknowledge it, even if you don't publicly. And they had a balance problem. You can't claim to be balanced and throw it 46 and run it 20. And that's what they had done that a couple of times.
And I was happy for Trevor Lawrence because God, he looks so bad. That interception.
That's an all-timer.
I was ready to cut him.
Second worst play of his career.
Oh my gosh! I mean, when are we gonna? How many times do we have to do this, son? Before we tell you,
maybe never.
You can't do.
Maybe just have to overcome them. I don't. Yeah. That's just what it is.
And so I was happy that he was able to put that behind him. He was sick, which again is weird. I don't need to hear that he's sick. Tell me after the game. Don't tell me before the game he's going to play. Of course he's going to play.
Well, sure.
He's sick.
And the only thing I would say on that one, that would seem to be pushed by everyone not name him.
Yeah. But it's a dumb move by the organization. Don't say that.
Yeah,
don't say anything.
Yeah, why tell the other team?
You don't need to know. Yeah. But anyway, good for him that he was able, because again, depleted core. And look, he is what he is. I mean, okay, but if he can use his legs a little bit, which he did, nice call for the run play down there. Not that I don't think he's supposed to put the ball up over.
Well, they got away with it.
This guy is. I don't think he's supposed to do that, Jeff. I think he's supposed to burrow in underneath.
That's what I would think. After what we saw earlier this year. By the way, now, he had already crossed the line when the juggle started. But that one got a little rustled there.
I know.
But I will say this one versus the Chiefs, this one he seemed to at least have a clear path of error.
Yeah.
Whereas the Chiefs, he just threw it up there in the seat, in the hands of,
But anyway, so he was able to get it done.
He wins games.
Yeah, he won the game.
I mean, he's won game. I mean, you get the ball 5 times, you score 5 times in the second half. You can't score 6.
No.
So around everything else, but I will say this, maybe the best offensive line performance of the year. He had all day to throw.
Yes.
They ran the ball pretty effectively, not at a huge yards per carry,
Yes.
but I don't. Again, I want to know if the Jags in their history have ever had 6 straight offensive possessions with a score.
We'll have to get Elias on that.
Yeah, they got the 68-yard field goal, and in the second half, the Jaguars scored every time they got the ball. They intercepted the Raiders, and then they went touchdown, field goal, touchdown, field goal, touchdown. Yeah, I don't know if that's the order. 3 touchdowns, 2 field goals, 5 second half and overtime possessions.
And they scored on the last possession of the first half.
Correct.
Our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by our friends at Dream Finders Homes, official home builder of the Jaguars, the PGA Tour, and the Florida Gators, and soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. You will love it. You will absolutely love it. And you'll look at these homes, and they got great interest rate packages for you. They got everything. Anyway, dreamfindershomes.com. Who gets the game ball for Sunday's Jags win? Is it Cam Little, Parker Washington, Travis Etienne Jr., or Josh Hines-Allen? Cam Little, Parker Washington, Travis Etienne Jr. Josh Hines-Allen tied the franchise record. He had a sack and a half. He now has 55 career sacks. And so that's big news there.
You know what? I'm giving it to. I'm going like football here.
Football.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going ETN. He's the player of the game.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Got no problem with that.
You can also argue if Cam Little can't kick a 68-yarder, we're never in overtime. We lose the game.
What say you?
I'm going the guy who energized the whole team.
Yeah.
Cam Little. He makes that 68-yarder.
The only thing about Cam Little that it's is that's such a house money kick. There's like no repercussions to that kick. You just did get to go out there in free form, kick it as far as you can.
Yeah.
Right? You know the half's over. You know, if you miss, no one expects you to make it. So it was just such a stress-free. Now, it's still impressive.
Yeah.
But it's stress-free. It's like hitting a second one off the tee after you hit one out of bounds.
Well, we have just about 1,000 votes. Wow. 993 votes.
That's what happens when you win.
Yeah, it's great. Cam Little has 47% of the vote. Yeah. Travis Etienne Jr. has 42% of the vote. Parker Washington has 10% of the vote. Josh Hines-Allen only got 1% of the vote.
Well, I will say this. A couple of things in the second half that the offensive, hopefully that consistency, that continuity will continue now. We can have a second half of the year where obviously you don't score every time you have it, but, man, like I said, to score all 5 times the second half was crazy. Yeah. And Josh Hines-Allen finally at the end of the game got to the guy a couple times.
Finally.
We'll
take it.
And again, it didn't happen until fourth quarter and overtime, but eventually, finally, that motor at least got him to the quarterback for a payoff. So,
but it was a huge win for
huge play. I mean, because the back and forth, good and bad, it comes down to that 2-point conversion. And you know what? It's easy to say Jags going to jag. We're somehow going to lose this freaking football game.
Right.
That's what I all thought. So to knock that ball, what a huge play. Just that simple conversion after the end of it all. No one was stopping anyone by that stage, Dan. They could have played to 88 if the time hadn't run out.
Yeah.
So
a lot of what a great weekend, man. And I tell you what, for you young people out there, I can't run like you guys used to run, but you had Halloween on Friday night. And the kids today, man, and I'm talking like the 20-somethings to, they love to go out on Halloween, dress up.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. When I was in the 20s,
we didn't do that.
We
grew up, Dan. No, we're in Neverland these days. I don't know if you knew that.
Halloween party on Friday, and then Saturday you have Florida, Georgia. I mean, in a beautiful weather in Jacksonville, FLA. So it was and
you had World Series both nights. College football flying.
Sports. It was unbelievable.
It was an unbelievable weekend.
Anyway, so we're just getting started. We'll cover it all here for you guys here on a Monday. We're live, at the St. John's Golf and Country Club. Tristan Bailey Golf Gala Foundation going on today, charity golf tournament. They do so many good things. We'll talk to the Bailey family a little bit later in the program. All is well here in
I will remind everyone as well, as always, our Monday program. It's a Raise the Roof Monday. Nice to have one again. The roof's been on fire the last couple of weeks. Now we're raising the roof with Next Gen Roofing. So for all your roofing needs, $300 off when you tell them it came through 1010XL. That's Next Gen Roofing. Find out more at nextgenroofing.com. And I guess we'll 10-minute drill it when we get back. All right, that and more as we return live from the St. John's Golf and Country Club.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Hey, 2 rushing touchdowns for Trevor Lawrence yesterday. You know what? That gives him 18 career rushing touchdowns. And by the way, that's a franchise record. Nobody said anything. Yeah, he passed David Garrard, who had 17 rushing touchdowns. So Trevor Lawrence in his 5th season has 18 rushing touchdowns. And again, Liam Cohen's been wanting him to use his legs. Used his legs yesterday. Helps the Jaguars to a victory. You got to encompass everything to get the very best out of Trevor. And that was able to be accomplished yesterday for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And those 2 rushing touchdowns obviously were huge for the team, who needed every single one of those 30 points to get the victory by 1 over the Las Vegas Raiders, improve to 5-3, and now be set up for a second half where they can play against teams that, they have a great opportunity against, and perhaps be playing football in January.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Sometimes it's an offensive show.
You gotta be kidding me.
Sometimes it's a show of offensive discipline.
There are no words.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects, or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit Lloyd'sHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. That's experience, that's expertise, that's knowledge. That's Reed Wingate, that's Janice Cobb, that's Dan Abel. It's Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. And man, oh man, do I appreciate those ITP Partners. As the stocks grow, my money grows, everybody's happy. I know I'm happy. When things aren't going great, they're right there for me. They pick up the phone, they'll answer any questions. They put it in layman's terms so even an idiot like me can understand. Listen, it's a great time. They will also, they'll strategize with you where your goals become their priority. So just don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Call, check them out. Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com, or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through November 13th. Financing available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Pickett here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. One of the biggest changes we've seen in fine jewelry over the last 25 years has been the growth of jewelry designers. At Underwoods, we're the leader, bringing to North Florida the best names in designer jewelry. In fact, we carry designer lines in a similar way to how clothing stores carry designer labels. The difference is that jewelry designers have to be a little more timeless in their presentations because nobody wants to buy a fine piece of jewelry only to find out the next year it's gone out of style. That's why you'll find at Underwoods the best of the jewelry designer names, those that are tried and true and popular. Names like David Yerman, Roberto Coin, John Hardy, Marco Bichigo, Jude Francis, Lagos, Hippolyta, and a lot more are all available right now at Underwoods. So if you want the best looks in designer jewelry, stop by Underwoods, San Marco, Avondale, or the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Graceful like a heel.
You have 2 women?
Strong-minded like a helmet.
Good.
Tom McManus straps on the helmet and joins Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Helmets and heels.
Afternoons 2 to 4. Served by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! All right, we're back. It's time to kick around the weekend that was in the world of sports, and it did exist outside of that Jaguars thrilling 1-point victory on the road. Overtime gets them to 5-3. Another chance to put kind of a nail. I feel like we put a nail in the Texans' coffin when they came to town earlier this year. They were 0-2, and we're like, okay, 0-3. Right. You can't come back from it. And then they rallied a little bit, and now, that was a big loss for them yesterday, and they lost their quarterback. But at 3-5, I think now we put the second and final nail in the Texans' coffin with a win this Sunday.
Here's my only observation from the Texans. D'Amico Ryans, you got a lot of nerve.
In what way?
You got a lot of nerve.
Oh, talking about their quarterback getting hurt?
Unsportsmanlike play.
That's fair. I thought the same thing.
I mean, you got to be kidding
I thought
me,
the same
bro.
thing.
This guy comes out and says, what an unsportsmanlike play by the
that's fair.
When our quarterback got knocked out. It paled in comparison to what your guy did to our guy, and you were fine.
Their guy, like yesterday, they weren't even flagged for their hit.
Right.
Like here it was a penalty, so don't even start with that.
Anyway, I thought
that's a good point. I didn't realize he had complained about that.
Well, he said afterward, I thought it was an unsportsmanlike.
Well,
really?
Call Doug Peterson. He'll give you a hug. He'll give you a hug about
unsportsmanlike? Come on,
you can hug it out with him.
So we'll see. I don't know if he'll be able to play or
not. I know.
Which is a great opportunity for the Jags going forward.
It seems very karmic because Trevor missed a couple of games. That if in this big game against the Jags, their quarterback would be out because of because of a hit on a slide that they didn't like. Just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, that was interesting. Boy, the Commanders have fallen on hard times watching them last night.
They're that
Sam
team.
Darnold. Holy cow.
What a first. They're good. The Rams and Seahawks, if I was like in the putting futures bets down, I think I'll say it right now. I think the NFC Super Bowl team will be the Seahawks or the Rams, and I would say Rams.
And
I think the Rams are the best team in football.
I also think about that Doobie brother coach of theirs who is now 16-9.
Yeah. Doesn't get a lot of acclaim, does he?
No, 10-7 a year ago.
Mike McDonald of the Seahawks.
And didn't make the playoffs, and now 6-2 this
year. And savvy enough to move from Geno to Darnold, and you watch.
Oh, yeah. Darnold was terrific.
And look, when you have a young quarterback yourself who was a high draft pick, you look for – sometimes you hope for the success story of the generational guy, of the Luck or the Mahomes, who's ready right away, and they take you great places.
Right.
And then there's then when that fails, because that failed, then you look for the reclamation that with the right time and the right seasoning, whether it's Darnold or Mayfield or the Daniel Jones train hit a little pit stop yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
And you know what? I thought that was – I watched a little bit of that game. I thought that was on the coaching. Because I kept seeing Taylor not getting the football.
Yeah, it was weird.
And they kept trying to have Jones. I'm like, give the
weird.
ball. The guy's got 13 touchdowns at fourth down.
Yeah, very good. What do you have?
What are you doing?
70 yards or something like that, maybe?
It was like,
I
didn't understand that.
Sometimes they outsmart themselves.
Sometimes they do.
Maybe it's because the opponent seems susceptible in one way or the other. I don't know why, but your best player should be getting the ball a lot.
But a good win for the Steelers, a much needed win for them.
For sure, and a good win for the from the Jags' perspective.
Yeah.
Just a game back of the Colts now rather than them pulling away and extending. And they have, by the way, strength of schedule by record, the hardest schedule in the NFL the rest of the way.
Who does?
The Colts.
Oh, yeah.
The hardest.
I know they got the Chiefs coming up in a couple weeks.
Every team but one is above 500. And that's a tight game against the Titans.
They got to go play the 7 that we played.
Yeah,
kind of.
That's right.
Kind of. I know they got San Francisco, right?
Good.
So, Seattle.
Beat the Ponies.
Oh, coming up in Seattle? Yeah, they got to go. God, good luck with that. Although Seattle's been worse at home than they are on the road. Can't explain.
Yeah, there's no.
So it's crazy.
No explaining it.
Listen, and we'll talk. Well, the World Series was unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Let me just get that in before we.
Unbelievable.
I mean, if you love baseball,
it's unbelievable.
It was
time capsule, that thing.
I'm like Saturday night. I'm like, and Brooks was home for Florida, Georgia, and so he's keeping me going. And like I just closed my
didn't
eyes,
make it.
and Miguel Rojas hits a home run.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like,
And before that, it was Muncy made one. Here, I fell asleep 4-2 in the 7th.
Yeah.
But blissfully unaware, I woke up at 4 in the morning, and I got up, and I picked up the game at 4-2 in the 7th, and thought to myself, holy cow, what a baseball game.
I was so happy for
It was always the Dodgers.
for Toronto. I was so happy for
I
Toronto.
know, they had it.
2 outs away. This is a Mets thing, what happened to Toronto.
Yeah.
This is what I live every year.
Yeah.
I was so happy
Yeah,
for
they
them.
had it. You
They were
gotta
gonna
win
be
one.
world champions. And Miguel Rojas, who hadn't hit a home run against a right-handed pitcher the whole year, hits one. But then it had so much other stuff.
Oh, 1,000 different
I mean, I
things.
could go through
the whole
it.
series.
And
Game
when we
7.
get Murph in here Wednesday, we got to break it down. We have broken down this Isaiah Conner-Falefa guy and his lead at third base because should he have scored on the Rojas play to second base, and Rojas slipped it.
He still didn't make it.
And he didn't make it. And it was so close, man, because the foot came
came
up
up for a
and went back
second.
down.
Yeah.
I saw video yesterday of Will Smith when he was at Louisville. First off, what a comeback for this guy, Will Smith. 3 years ago, he's a buffoon at the Oscars, and now he's hitting a game-winning home run in the World Series.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I guess that's why they call him the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
His ability to bounce back from.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, different Will Smith.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that explains it.
I don't want you to. Today's idiocracy. I don't want somebody's head so muddled walking into work that the grid crashes. So I want to just clarify.
I read that Will Smith won the World Series 6 years in a row.
Oh, Will Smith.
Hey, Will Smith.
Yes,
because I had one. The Bears
Yeah,
had one.
you had him.
And then he went to Texas when they won.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But anyway, I saw a video of Will Smith in college at Louisville.
The catcher,
The
Will
catcher.
Smith. Yeah.
In the regional against Shane Bieber from UCSB or one of the California schools.
Okay.
He pitched for them facing each other.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. I don't care. I just saw the
that's
video
cool.
6 years ago or whatever it was.
Probably longer. Definitely longer.
Yeah. And so, and then Shane Bieber gives up the home run.
What about the Dodgers
what about
pitching
the catch
all
by
four?
Andy Pajes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, my God, dude.
You see how far he ran?
Holy cow.
Yeah, that ball went in the air, and, dude, he took off from center field. He had to be 50 yards from that
I think I have it here, but I think I read the Dodgers hit 203.
Yeah, they did.
And were outscored 36-23 and won the World Series.
It was amazing.
And Yamamoto was a stud.
I don't know if there's been a better World Series performance. The guy went like 100 pitches the night before and won that crucial game, and then came in and went. Like, he didn't go down. I mean, an inning. That guy pitched another 40, 50 pitches to close it out.
We got some breaking news.
Oh, boy.
Adam Schnippner.
Schefter.
Schechter?
Sure.
Scheffner. Okay.
Yeah, Scheffner.
Is reporting that Miami is trading edge rusher Jalen Phillips to?
Not here.
Where does he – who always makes trades?
The Niners, the Bills.
Keep going.
Always. Rams.
No. When I say it, you'll say, oh, yeah.
Oh, so the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Jalen Phillips to the Eagles for a 2026 third-round pick. They have added – this is the third pick trade the Eagles have made.
The deadline's tomorrow, by the way.
They got Jair Alexander and Michael Carter. Jalen Phillips going to the Philadelphia Eagles, according to Adam Schnippner.
All right, let's take a break and come back and talk Florida, Georgia. In addition to the Jags, I mean, look, we're going to pound Jags all the way. Got a big game coming up this weekend.
641-1010 is the number to call. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Yes, sir, and I got a pair of tickets to go see Clue live on stage at the Jacksonville Center for Performing Arts on November 18th. All you got to do is holler at me at the end of the 10-minute drill, which is now 904-641-1010.
Get a clue and keep it.
Hey.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Hey, Hickett here for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium service for the life of your doors. Nothing more frustrating than that garage door misfiring. If mine does, you know what I do? I take action. I call Action Garage Door. They take action immediately. Jeff and his crew, they're Jacksonville folks, man. They've been around here for 25-plus years, man. They're not some big out-of-town chain they got to go through all these layers to get to. Call Jeff. People are on it. And right now, to celebrate 25 years of Jax, they will always tune, lube, and inspect your garage door for free if you give them a call. I've been in my house 23 years. A couple years ago, I needed a new garage door. I went to Jeff. He got me this Mac Daddy garage door that I love. It improves my curb appeal. And man, oh man, today's garage door openers bring features like smart home integration, quiet operation, and added security. Something goes wrong, Hick, what do I do? You take action with Action Garage Door. Easy to get a hold of. Garage Door 911. Garage Door 911. It's garagedoor911.com for Action Garage Door.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit morganconleyroofing.org.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL. Served by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296. Find Salem, NMLS ID 1182429. Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to know, have you done your will? Something you need to do, something you need to take care of, something to get on your to-do list, but don't just leave it there. Get it done. You got to get your assets to the people that you choose. You work hard for your money. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you out with your decisions. He'll provide you all the info needed. It'll make it all your choices easy. They're the Hinson Law Firm, and they got all the answers. If you have questions, reach out. 527-1700, 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back. We're at the St. John's Golf and Country Club. The Tristan Bailey Foundation Golf Tournament is being held today. It's a great charity, and we love the Bailey family, and they're so good to our community, and they've done such wonderful things in memory of Tristan. And the drill's out here just supporting it any way we can, any way, shape, or form. So just a quick side note, for me, I had a little journey recently, and so I brought back gifts, E. I brought back gifts for you and for Jeffrey.
Oh, okay.
So you guys,
breaking the gift rule.
Yeah, you guys get to decide. You guys get to choose. So, E, are you looking at the
I'll go green. Oh, no, I actually have that one already. I'm going
Oh,
look at that. I got the exact same hat.
All right. So
Sorry.
There you go.
Actually, you'll like this one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you saw that hat in the long, hot summer.
ANGC.
How was it, man? Tell people about it.
If it's free, it's for
as
me.
As much as you want to.
Yeah.
The experience.
So
Dan went to Augusta.
Yeah, so it was
It's
like
the first I heard of it, by the way. That's a whole nother conversation we're going to have.
Correct.
It was like some low-key, hidden,
weird
thing.
Kept it on the D.
It's very
D-low.
weird. It's very awkward. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what the hell's going on. I thought we were friends, but we'll talk about that off air. Anyway.
So as far as, again, we've been blessed because of what we do to get these awesome sport experiences through our lives. And so I've had a bunch of really great ones, but this one
beats them all.
Beat them all.
I believe that.
This was one of the most amazing from the moment we took off to the moment we got there to the moment we were there to the amount of golf till I got home. It was the best experience ever. I won
$1,000 off the trip, so I got that.
There you go. I walked 41 holes of golf on Thursday.
On the big course? Some of it was par 3.
Some of it was par 3.
Somebody asked, I said, I didn't think you'd have a problem with the walk. I know you were a little worried about it.
Well, I tell you what.
Did you have a problem with the walking?
I hate.
Do y'all have caddies or no?
Yes. I hate number 8.
Number 8, is he up and down par 5?
No, it's up.
Up the whole way.
Oh, my God.
On TV, it looks kind of up and down.
It's like a damn mountain, dude.
Yeah.
It's just keep going. No, I had actually I walked a lot of
it is just straight up the hill, yeah.
I walked the bridges in Jacksonville to get
I know
ready
you did.
for it.
And were you completely
And so, but it's hilly, but it wasn't bad.
Here's the thing, let me ask the questions that the golfers would ask you. What kind of condition do they keep it in this time of year? Is it like playing one of your local country clubs as far as like the speed of the greens and how the course acts? Will it act like Timuquana or Sawgrass?
So the rough is high. There's rough.
Which there's not at the tournament.
There's not in the tournament. Even the fairway is a little bit higher.
Okay.
And listen, they got to keep it tight because from where those guys hit.
Yeah, it's amazing. What distance? Do you know what yardage you played?
65.
Oh, that's pretty long.
For me.
That's very long for you.
A little long for me.
Does the ball? Do you get more? Did you find yourself getting more distance than normal? Does it hit and roll out?
I'd say yes.
Because of the downhill and the firmness. Okay.
I'd say yes. And for me, and you know, kind of golfer I am. For me, I had a lot of big clutch. Like number 1, first shot, middle of the fairway.
Good.
Oh, thank you, God. 18, down the chute, 3 times I played it, 3 fairways.
Nice. So
little things like that were terrific and fun for me. And the caddies are great because he goes, hit it here, 80%. Hit this spot
for the
5
putts.
Foot out. Yeah.
Hey, well, you're a good putter. That comes save you shots. You said you're around 100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shot my best.
I tell you what,
6,500.
That's more satisfying, dude.
Yeah.
6,500 is not where you play golf.
Well, 2 of the guys I played with hit it a ton. Yeah. And so they're 30, 40, 50 yards past me.
Sure.
And I hit a lot. Obviously, had to hit a lot of fairway woods.
Yeah, you got to get up and down for par. So anyway, I made a buddy of ours, the Bit Man, was to completely disparaging your golf game and your efforts going up there. And I was it 3.5? I bet him.
Yeah.
I bet he will never pay me, but I bet him $1,000. I was being serious. He said he put the over/under on pars in. Was it 4 rounds? You told him you were playing, or 3 rounds? Did you
3?
tell him
But we didn't finish 3.
But it was was it 2.5 the number?
Yes.
What was the number?
Oh, it's 3.5.
3.5.
I had 4 pars.
Yeah, I said I'll take the over, and I really did feel like you would get more.
Yeah,
than and I figured they'd be up and down. I didn't think you'd hit a green in regulation.
No.
Because unless it was a par 3, depending on the distance.
The par 3, okay, so number 12.
What hole is more different than it looks like than you would have thought?
So, I understand why number 12 is harder now for those guys.
The way the green sits.
The green is so narrow.
Yeah.
So, and if you can't be short, and you don't want to be in that bunker. Because if you're in that bunker, you're down in that bunker, and then there's a narrow green with water.
Yeah, I can
so
see
it's
that.
a tough.
Tougher than it looks.
It's tougher than it looks, and what's interesting,
and even being there doesn't look that tough because they're throwing perfect shots at it.
But I will tell you that the beauty, words can't describe the beauty and the majesty of that course. And if I wish,
and you know what, probably more so when it's empty. Like every time we've been to Augusta, it's packed to the gills. You don't even know what the course looks like, really.
No,
you know what it looks like with thousands of people in the fairway.
When I walked from 13 green to 14 fairway, I can turn back and look at 13 green, 13 fairway, 12 amen corner, and 11.
You don't see that on TV.
It's.
How did you par 11, by the way? That one's the one that seemed hardest.
Yeah, 11 is.
Because the holes you parred weren't the easy holes, so that was also strange.
Number 2 is the hardest hole. The number 1 handicap.
That surprises me being a par 5.
It's a downhill.
Yeah, go down right to left.
And it goes left, and I got it on the green. I actually played that. I actually told the guys, I said, listen, if I make this, I had another par putt at it. I said, if I make this par putt, I would like the Augusta to put a Dan Hicken plaque up because I'm everyman, and I have now parred this hole. I've made this hole my.
Especially the number 1, your bizzle.
Yeah.
Especially being the number 1 handicap.
Yeah. So
now, like Steve Spurrier, did you just relieve yourself on the course? Remember that photo from back in the day?
Yeah.
Spur dog.
Yeah. But and again, everything. It's the people up there that make it so special.
Correct. You get
from
weighted on
from top to bottom.
Sure.
They're fantastic. So anyway, I just want to mention that. It was a great.
Don't call it bucket list though, because that implies that you don't have much left.
Yeah,
so it's just a good fun trip, is what it was.
Oh yeah.
Now you got to go do a better one. Did you just go play Pebble too?
Played Pebble a couple years ago.
I mean, this guy here.
We got Scotland next year.
I'm about to love it, Pete.
But we didn't hit the lottery. You have to play the lottery.
Oh,
to see if
you did not?
Not yet.
Well, that shocks me because you're lucky that way.
Yeah. So anyway, but that was fun.
Thank you for the hat.
So got back, and
this does not start the gift exchange though. This is different. Yeah.
No. And I was thinking, man, if the Gators win this game, this might be the greatest little 3-day stretch of my life. And it wasn't.
BWR is not listening right now.
No, she knows.
Yeah. Got the whole honeymoon. That's second.
Yeah. So to me, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, and then Florida has them 3rd and 8, and Stockton got it to Branch, and then obviously
they're better than us.
Of course they are.
That's what it is,
but
and
we
it
had
gets
a
so
chance
close.
to win the game. We had a 4th quarter lead against Georgia for the first time in forever. Last year, I think we got tied with them or something, or close to it.
We were led in the
touchdown.
first half, but
we had a 4th quarter lead on Saturday. I kind of felt like they were going to win the game, and they just and then I'll never understand this, and I swear to you, this is shocking to me. DJ Lagway can't run.
Straight ahead he can.
And then there was a play.
He's straight ahead. Lateral.
I swear I thought
he's a granny and a walker.
I thought they put in that little Hawkins kid.
So did I.
Or I said, who's running
I
that?
learned it. He's got to go straight. He's straight ahead. He's good.
But he won't do that.
Well, I'll give you something else that annoyed me. When he would fake the handoff on the RPO, he would shoot around the corner. And when he actually ran it, he gambled.
Yes.
But I noticed, it's funny, I noticed the same thing. I even referenced it on swap sessions, is that I tell you what I learned is that he's straight ahead. He's the problem.
Yes.
Make one little move, but when he gets going side to side, he has no lateral quickness, and it's just a disaster from the get-go. And, to sum up Billy Napier and all the despair that he brought, and I blame him for that loss. He hasn't instituted a confidence in winning that should be there, or they would have won that game on Saturday. But Eugene Wilson III is the perfect epitaph to this idiot that used to coach at the University of Florida. He hasn't used this guy all year long.
Yeah.
Pretty clear he's a weapon.
Yeah.
And he hasn't used him at all year. He's a buffoon,
The injuries caught up to us a little bit as well.
For sure.
And Georgia's a little bit better, but
they played him. That looked like 2 top 20 teams playing.
I will say this. If Kirby Smart were coaching that football team, this football team would have the same record as Georgia.
I think that's fair. It's not a huge
I believe that's how bad our coaching is.
Disappointed to get that. Here's the metaphor that I use. I felt like I was trick-or-treating. I went up, knocked on the door. Here she came with a big basket of candy. My favorites are on top, and she reaches down and hands me a box of raisins.
Yeah.
That was my trick-or-treat Georgia Halloween weekend.
Well,
there, we had it.
We'll talk more about it throughout the morning, but listen, I don't have any delusions of grandeur that the Florida Gators, I think they got one more win in them. I don't think they'll win at Kentucky.
Well, I hope and you may be right.
Yeah.
But I will say this about the game the other day. For the first time this year, you know what? After the game, I wasn't angry.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade to at least
Fair
have
enough.
this simmering bitter anger
Yeah.
towards your program and all that they do that you can't even enjoy a win when it comes because you're so angry and bitter when they lose.
Georgia has the upper hand in the series right now. Georgia knows they're going to win, and I think we kind of expect to lose. And until that changes again, and
Billy put a big stamp on
that. A new coach is going to have to come in and flip that switch. The one win we've had in the last 9-10 years was COVID year.
Was a great year.
So Florida fan didn't even get to enjoy.
That's correct. And
which is unfortunate.
Look, Billy lost that game double digits every year. They scored 20, 20, and 20, just as consistently mediocre as you could be.
Yeah.
And as predicted, the football team was more buttoned up. They executed better. The offense was more imaginative in 10 days
but
with
I'll
other
say
dudes.
But I'll say this, too, because a lot of people were, man, our defense played well. Our defense played pretty good. No, they didn't. Our expectation has been dumbed down. If Gunnar Stockton doesn't slide, Georgia hangs 31 on us. That's too many.
We know this. Kirby's not going to get caught up in that federal investigation.
No.
Because they were given 7.5, and they had it right there. That's right. He could have put him 11.
There were some Georgia fans angry with Gunnar Stockton, but he did that.
Well,
All right, we'll take a break, keep it rolling, and continue on.
Let's get back into the Jags when we come back on the other side. I will tell you that Freddie is on a flight to L.A. this morning, so we're going to push him to Tuesday.
Okay.
So we'll Gator up tomorrow with Doring and Fred Taylor both.
I sent it to E, and we'll play it for Fred. Remind me, E, you have that clip, right?
I got it
on Twitter. I have Fred Taylor before the Tennessee game.
Tennessee, Florida?
Yes.
Yes, I was there. May have been doing that interview.
Well, he said the same thing to the national guys.
Okay.
And so, and so we have a couple clips of Freddie talking about
He
Tennessee.
knows he can't beat us.
Basically said that. It's kind of funny. So we'll play that for him on Tuesday. This is The Drill on 1010XL. We're live at St. John's Golf and Country Club for the Tristan Bailey Golf Foundation Tournament. That and more next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get the goods on Gainesville 24/7. Search 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestaProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestaProsNEFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros!
Hey, is your backyard ready for the big leagues? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977. Surfside Pools has a home field advantage. Family owned and operated, offering weekly pool service. Check for the Hickens. They make my pool look Caribbean blue, baby. Equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and of course, new pool construction. They just put in a beauty right down the street from me. Let Surfside Pools make your backyard dreams a reality. You ready to float happy? Visit SurfsidePools.net or call 246-2666, 246-2666. There's Surfside Pools and Spas, your hometown MVP.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get closer to nature.
Trying to get close to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Walls. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning, 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jax, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them the solution fast. Now, who are we?
Roland Reese Plumbing!
I can't hear you.
Roland Reese Plumbing!
Now that's what a winner sounds like. Customers always win with Roland Reese Plumbing at plumberinjax.com.
What if you could pull up to $500,000 in cash out of your home and drop your mortgage rate to 4.99% APR? Hey, Prosper here, and right now at Loan Pronto, they've got the lowest rates in 3 years. With Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can get your cash in as little as 3 days, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and even skip your next 2 house payments. One client just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Paid off their debt, paid off 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. One call, life change. There's no wait, no hard credit pull. You probably won't need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Rates at a 3-year low. Act now. Call 914-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. See how much cash you can get today. Call 914-999-1508. See how much cash you can get today. You can also visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Do you have numbness and tingling in your fingers, or wake up at night and have to shake your hand? Hi, I'm Dr. George Bari, and at Bari Orthopedics, we have a myriad of treatments that can possibly help you. If you have numbness and tingling, you may have carpal tunnel. We have cortisone injections, PRP injections, and shockwave therapy that may help treat the numbness and tingling that you have. We also treat it surgically with endoscopic carpal tunnel release, a 2-centimeter incision that will release the nerve and have you back at work and doing what you want to do in life in no time. If you have numbness and tingling in your hand, give us a call at Bari Orthopedics or log on at bariorthopedics.com.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back. We were live at St. John's Golf and Country Club, Tristan Bailey Foundation Golf Tournament. More on that throughout the morning. Jaguars get the victory on a thrilling game. It was a great second half.
If you win the game, they're fun.
Yeah.
Now, look, it almost felt like an inter-squad scrimmage by the second half. If one side's doing good, the other's not.
Yeah.
Like, the credit the offense. Again, I don't know if we've had 6 straight possessions in franchise history where we scored points.
And think about it. They were doing that with Austin Trammell, Tim Jones, Parker Washington.
You know, maybe those guys were on the right routes.
I don't know.
You know, I'm not being like cynical or funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
they played good offense.
The offense didn't slow down.
Yeah.
You know, but Parker Washington was terrific yesterday, and he continues
to
earn more. And see, you're allowed to drop over the middle when you catch the other 8.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Oh, Parker Washington dropped one. Yeah.
We don't know the severity of Brian Thomas Jr.'s ankle. He got rolled up on, looked like, so hopefully he'll be okay. And
De'Ami Brown is up and down injured. He
had a drop yesterday.
I feel like he had a couple of them.
Yeah, we had 3 more yesterday, but whatever. I don't.
As long as we win,
the football game. They're good enough to win at the end, and that's what matters. And the schedule gets easier, and it's a big step this year to be a playoff team. You don't have to win the Super Bowl. Let's establish yourself as a winning team.
Right.
Go into the offseason giving the Browns the 21st pick and not the 7th.
Correct.
You know, get some momentum going. And to be honest, it's crapshoot this year in the NFL. The Super Bowl favorite right now, the betting favorite in Vegas at 5.5 to 1, if the playoffs started today, wouldn't be in.
Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the favorite to win the Super Bowl. We're 8-9 weeks in, and they're not even in yet.
It's such a week-to-week league. I was listening to some stuff last night, and all of a sudden, Kansas City have been playing so well, and then they lose to Buffalo at Buffalo, and that's nothing to be ashamed about. Buffalo's a great team.
Kansas City's schedule is unbelievable.
I know.
Every
but
game.
all of a sudden, now they're back off the Kansas City bandwagon.
No, it is
just let it ride out and see what happens. I think Kansas City will muddle their way to 9 or 10 wins and get in the postseason.
Maybe even more. And by the way, it's become now. I'm not impressed that Josh Allen is 5-0 against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season.
No,
I'm not. I'm not impressed that. On a bigger picture,
I tell you what was
I'm not impressed that the Bills have beaten the Chiefs at home 5 times in a row. They had them at home in the playoffs a couple of years ago and couldn't beat them.
I tell you what was impressive. It's the first time Patrick Mahomes completed less than 50% since he was like a backup quarterback.
Half. Was that for the whole game?
No, the game.
Oh, the whole game.
Since he was a backup quarterback at like Texas Tech or something like that. It was like
and I'll give the Bills credit too. They lost to the pitiful Atlanta Falcons a month ago in prime time.
Yes.
And the Falcons are terrible.
Yes.
If you're losing to them, you're doing something wrong.
And they're
so they've bounced back now.
And they've lost a listen again, this is such a game of attrition.
The Chiefs have?
No, the
Bills have.
Ed Oliver's out. I mean, they've lost a lot of guys.
We're tiptoeing.
And now we're starting to head that way.
Yeah, we're tiptoeing there on this end, and hopefully some of the guys that went out yesterday for the Jags are able to go next week. And that, a long football season means playing through some hurts.
I mean, think about it on defense.
Got to play through some of these ouchies.
Jordan Lewis left the game.
Yes.
Murray wasn't playing. that Antonio Johnson is maddening at times.
We lost De'Ami Brown.
We
lost Hunter Long for a
Hunter
stretch.
Long. Ezra went down late. Trayvon got ejected.
That's what a dumb play.
Come on, Trayvon.
How long have you been in the league, boss?
That had to be a Florida Georgia thing, right?
Oh, you're Stone Forsythe, yeah. Florida guy.
But but for him to do that, because like y'all know Trayvon, very mild temper.
Yeah.
You mild temper. So,
Gentle giant.
Buddy.
something had to happen.
Buddy, nothing happened. This guy punched a guy and got ejected in a crucial time. What, did he say something that hurt his feelings?
I don't know.
Come on, man. In an NFL game, there is no words you can say that are going to trump what you hear play to play, are there? So I'm not giving him any pass. I mean, I'm not. We won the game.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid play. I mean, I'm not saying he's the dumbest Jaguar in history, but no, there is no reason that you can just haul off, close fist punch a guy in the helmet right in front of the ref.
Most. E, you said you watched the baseball on
Oh,
Saturday.
yes, I did.
All right. Most shocking thing I've seen this weekend in sports. All right? Most shocking. Stunned me. All right? Clayton Kershaw looks like me without a shirt on. Did you see that fatty? Did you see him?
I did.
Oh, my God,
No, I
dude.
missed that.
Oh, my God.
I won't look it up.
Clayton.
Yeah, I won't look it up.
You've let yourself go, Chief.
Well, he's retiring. You know?
He is.
Got another title to go out. The Dodgers have won 2 in a row. The best team that money can buy.
Holy cow.
Just got too much cash backing him up at the end of the day. But I'll give him credit. Here's what would make me. Like if this was NIL, you'd have a bad chemistry locker room. The guys making all the money are riding off the championships on the hard work and success of the filler guys.
Yeah.
You know, it was Muncie and Will Smith and Miggy and Kiki Hernandez, and then the only high price guy worth his money was Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Freeman, Ohtani. Ohtani had 2 great games, and the rest he was a pig.
Yeah.
And Freeman was terrible the whole World Series. And Mookie Betts can't play anymore. He's no good anymore.
To put it in context, the Tigers lost heartbreaker to the Mariners. The Mariners lost heartbreaker to the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays, gut-wrenching, 2 losses at home when they needed just 1 win to be world champions. This World Series was so good. All of these, the first time that has ever happened in a World Series. And I suspect you can have some of these, but a pinch hit grand slam. Addison Barger hit a pinch hit.
Never happened before.
Never happened. 2 extra inning games. 18 innings a game.
That's
3.
never happened? That's hard to believe.
Never in a World Series. 2 extra inning homers. Freeman and Smith. A walk-off homer. Freeman. A 7-4 double play to end a game. Game 6. Back-to-back homers to lead off a game. Game 5. A complete game by Yamamoto. The first 12 strikeout, 0 walk game pitched in World Series history. You savage. A player who reached base 9 times in 1 game.
Yeah, Ohtani.
And a game-tying 9th inning homer that flipped the series.
Wow.
I mean, all that.
No, it was all there. Again, I enjoyed every pitch of the World Series. It was awesome.
Yamamoto, you said it was 3 wins.
That's unbelievable, dude.
That was
easy MVP. He did, and even did it. He did like he pitched. He started and went the night before. I think that's the same thing Bumgarner did. He pitched Game 6 and then turned right around Game 7. So
Bumgarner threw like those 3.
exact same thing. They did the exact same thing. So Yamamoto comes through. The Dodgers win, and hopefully, based on that stat you just gave us, hopefully they got heartbreak coming their way in their first series next year. They definitely deserve a little heartbreak. It'll be interesting to see how the TV ratings play out. That I never did look like last week's Game 1 versus Monday Night Football, or whatever game it was. I was curious.
That'll be interesting to see. All right, we'll take a break. 8 o'clock hour coming up. This is the Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A high-performance machine raises eyebrows and holds your attention.
And play big-time football on a big-time stage.
And so it is with the Performance Painting High-Performance Play of the Game.
Somebody got to make a play.
On 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville Hicken here. I've been around the block or 2, and Checkmate Coatings is who I'd call for my own place. They're my new MVP for stunning, long-lasting floors.
Brendan here with Checkmate Coatings. No massive overhead means top prices on top-quality pool decks, driveways, garages, and patios, too.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com today. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
OAR,
featuring all of the band's career-defining hits and fan favorites. With special guests Gavin DeGraw and KT Tunstall. Sign up for pre-sale access now at liveoar.com. Don't miss OAR.
1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
Hey, everything seems to be expensive these days. It's awfully tough to, quote, save money. But if you could, would you at least find out? That's what I did with Craig and Chris Kaprosky and the Kaprosky Agency. They actually found me a great homeowner's insurance policy. It didn't take $50 or $100, but hundreds of dollars off my monthly mortgage payment. And what about auto insurance? Sort of like cable. If you don't look at it, it seems to creep up every year. But no, the Kaproskis, they stay on top of it. They give you an explanation, constantly look for better alternatives. And one more thing about working with the Kaproskis. You know how once you go online, you get a quote from an insurance company, hundreds of emails come in? No, not with them. So be it auto, flood, renters, homeowners, boat, or life insurance, get a checkup today. They're up front to let you know if they can help. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com, or call them 478-8422. 478-8422. They're Craig, Chris Kaprosky, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Jason, I called you about the ductwork in my attic this summer, and you totally blew me off.
I did.
My airflow is too low and my bills are too high.
I know.
There's stains on my ceiling tiles and sweating around the vents, and the mice have chewed so many holes in the ducts, I think they're getting more AC than I am.
I know.
Then how could you let me suffer all summer, Jason?
Because summer is the one time of year I just can't send my technician into someone's steaming hot attic. They'd kill me. Ductwork is hot, cramped work at the best of times. Lucky for you, those best of times are in November.
You mean like now?
Bueller Air and Plumbing can repair your old, damaged, or just plain sketchy ductwork right now when it's not too hot and not too cold.
And none of your technicians will kill you.
It's a win-win.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye & Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like EVO implantable Collamer lenses or refractive lens exchange and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture perfect vision for reading, driving, or just enjoying the day. It's easier than you think. Call now for your free screening. Bowden Eye & Associates, they're keeping the First Coast focused.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Introducing the Jags Stack at Firehouse Subs. A sub so bold, we had to name it after the team that roars. Packed with protein and made to satisfy a football-sized appetite. It's stacked with honey ham, smoked turkey, and roast beef. Topped with provolone fresh veggies and our new Duval drizzle. Order the new Jags Stack in the app right now. Available for a limited time at participating Jacksonville Firehouse Subs restaurants. The hottest subs in Duval!
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Intersport. Despite the win over the Raiders, Jag head coach Liam Cohen couldn't stop praising tight end Brock Bowers.
He's so strong. He's so grounded. When he catches the football, he can get vertical so quick.
And for Gator, interim head coach Billy Gonzalez, Saturday's showdown with Georgia was close but no cigar.
We're not here for moral victories. We came up short, and we came here to win.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:08 and it's 55 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Dropping his Smith. Looking, scrambling to his right. Scrambling. He's getting hit. They're going to sack him. They're going to sack him at the 45-yard line. Josh Hines Allen got him. Terrific sack by Josh at the 45-yard line.
And that is the single. With that sack, Josh just passed Tony Brackens for career sacks as a Jaguar. That now gives him 55.5 career sacks.
I think they ended up giving a half. Is he tied right now with Brackens, or did he actually pass him? 55 each?
55 each.
Yeah, they're in a tie.
Yes.
And at first, it looked like one of his sacks became a half sack. So we would like to keep it quiet during the national anthem as best we can. They're doing that before they send the golfers off. But I think when you're in a different, complete location, it's not a complete lack of respect here. So they did a little different timing than we were expecting. So we're back and ready to go. We are at the St. John's Golf and Country Club, the Tristan Bailey Foundation's charity event. Their golf tournament is today. And they're getting ready to take off and have a beautiful time. It's a gorgeous day. It's a great time of year. And they'll be golfing today for a great cause. So the Jaguars go to Houston this week after just one of the more entertaining, hopefully a page turner from this standpoint, Hick. The first half of that game felt like it was Jags Raiders circa 2019. We're 3-9. They're 2-10.
Right.
Neither team's any good. You know, their quarterback will go out of bounds when he shouldn't late, and we'll hold on for a narrow win between two terrible teams. It looked like that for the first half of the game. A lot of times we can make too much of the momentum that carries over from one big play, but really that booming kick off of Cam Little's leg to end the half, a half where we didn't score a single point, where the quarterback arguably made the worst offensive play in franchise history. I mean, of all the dumb plays in the history of dumb plays, to throw that ball there just makes you recoil, and I just don't know what to tell you. That's going to happen for his whole career. It's never going to get better. You're going to have to live with it. We're just going to have to live with it and hope at the end you make more good plays than you do dumb mistakes. This guy is for his whole career is going to do dumb things.
Did y'all see when he approached? There was a moment also. It looked like he passed the line of scrimmage. It looked like
he stopped. I'll give him credit there for learning. I know the play you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do it again.
No, but he didn't. I'll give him credit. They fooled me twice. Shame on me. Yeah.
He
tries to make. They're always under the guise of making a play.
I want to give him credit today because he played sick, comeback
flu
victory, game-winning drive, scored 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of good things.
Yeah.
Statistically, just not great.
He's never
and he just is what he is.
But I would, Geno Smith didn't play any better than Trevor Lawrence yesterday.
No.
His stats were better.
Yeah.
He didn't play any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quarterback rating would tell you he was 60 points better than Trevor yesterday.
Yes.
That's where the stat that I'm interested in at my age and Jaguars
are wins.
It's wins.
Yeah, you want to win.
And until you get to a point where it should be more wins and it's not. What's up, Beast?
Kill him. That's your guy.
Go, you hit him good. Aaron Beasley with a drive-by.
Yes.
Good for him. Good to see Bees out here today.
But I know,
just,
But here's the problem. At some point,
that's right.
Yes.
And I'm not there yet. So
No. I'm saying at some point he has to have games where.
And I think he will. I do. He has. I want to also say this at some point. And I'm not using anything, but I think he's and there are quarterbacks once they reach their peak do it no matter who the receivers are.
Right.
But you even look at Patrick Mahomes these couple years where his receiving core are the Valdez Scantlings and Juju Smith-Schusters, and he's been throwing for 26 touchdowns, right?
Sure.
This receiving core is It was notable yesterday that we get the three at the bottom of the roster in, and there's no difference.
Right.
Or maybe they don't get open as much, but they catch it when you throw it. I don't. We're getting
Parker
to the
Washington.
sidebar.
Yeah, Parker
The
Washington.
bottom line is this: we're going to have to live through Trevor making mistakes. That's who he's going to be.
Yeah.
And most quarterbacks, you can't do that. Some you can.
Yeah.
Some have a. I will say this about Trevor. And when you talk about you got that dog and you have this and that. The bottom line is, through terrible stats, again, if you're 29th passer rating, by the passer rating, you're bad.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, he has found a way at the end of games. He's had fourth quarter game-winning drives, 3 or 4 of these wins.
Yeah.
He did against Houston.
Kansas
He
City.
did against Kansas City.
Yeah.
He did against San Francisco.
Yeah.
And in games where he doesn't play great, it's
Right.
easy to Monday say, oh, my God, our quarterback's going to kill us.
Right.
He hasn't yet. He hasn't killed us. He stuns us.
Yeah.
He hits us right in the gut, makes you lose your breath.
What was that like? Was that like a 15-play drive?
Yeah, it just didn't make. Now look, and I'm not going to put. Should you have run it there? Yeah. But not if he throws a touchdown pass.
Sure.
No one says that.
Sure.
I would have rather run the ball, but that's in hindsight.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to throw that ball into section 12.
Got to.
It just doesn't make sense. It was nonsensical.
When we all watched it, we all were like, "You're good." We were all like, "What are they seeing?"
I think he just
what is he seeing?
I don't know. I think he
there's
sees this
all
guy.
these dudes there, man, and he's like sidearm slinging it.
And I think what he sees is even on that play, which was terrible, it didn't go right to the defender.
Right.
It went between the two of them, kind of clanked off the shoulder. Now it's an uncatchable ball.
Right.
It's not on the receiver, but it hit a portion of the receiver's body. But I don't. And I'll give you another one too. The next ball that deflects for an interception is not the receiver's fault. He does put a little too much on some of those crossing paths. Now, they don't help him sometimes. Like, Diami should have been caught. Parker Washington
was that trick play?
It kind of worked, didn't it? What did they get, about 6 yards?
No, it was horrible.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
it was. Okay.
Okay, another dumb play. What are you doing?
First off,
the throw. He should have never thrown that.
Yeah.
Did we know that ETN can't throw?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Did we not know that?
That's fair.
Did we not ETN, we're going to do the little trick play here. You throw it back to Trevor. Coach, I can't throw. He skipped it to him. It was a fumble.
Give Trevor credit for playing shortstop.
Yeah.
Don't throw that.
But then he throws, and then it hits Brian Thomas
again. I don't want to. That's a hard catch, but it would have been Jamar Chase. That's what the elites make that catch.
It was just so.
But it wasn't a good play by the quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
God,
but
that so every part of that play was like, what do we do? But then at the very end, we're like, go ahead and catch it. Why are you throwing it in double coverage though? It was like the other criticism part for the Jags, and I did tweet this early, and this was fair. The Jags look like they have worked on absolutely nothing.
They were first half sloppy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But second half, they weren't. The second half, the defense just didn't stop them.
9 penalties. Yeah. And the penalties are starting
Were they all in the first half?
No. And the penalties are starting to become the type of penalties that drive you crazy. Like, you got a long pass where the tight end dies.
Right, yes.
And it's coming back because of a hold.
You know what? There's a couple of rules in the NFL. I do not like a guy being able just for a poor pass to be rewarded with a pass interference. Like that Ventrell Miller call was so weak.
Oh, yeah.
He was barely touching his arm, and the pass was way left. But that pass where it's underthrown and the receiver just stands there and you brush him. Now, I'm not talking about you kill him.
Yeah.
But you brush him. That Ventrell Miller, that was a terrible call. I thought.
I'm still waiting for Six to make a play because he's real mouthy.
Yeah.
Newsome.
Yeah.
He spoke a little soon, and Brock Bowers made a great. Oh my
Brock
goodness.
Bowers had his.
Brock Bowers
and again, this
a baller.
This nuance of the Jags not being able to stop the tight
Oh,
end
my
does
goodness.
go for the history of the franchise.
You remember when I sat
Tony
here?
Gonzalez, Rob Gronkowski, forever we've been saying.
You remember
Travis
the playoff
Kelce.
game with Kelce 2 years
Yes,
ago? He had
yes.
like 14 catches. That's what I was watching again yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And again, they explain to me, I never get why we don't hit the guy coming off the line of scrimmage at least. But I'll tell you, at some point, like Buster had a nice play. So
Yes,
that
he
was
did.
Good. So good. But 22,
Oof.
Oh, boy.
He had an interference call too, didn't he?
I see why he doesn't play as much. It's not very no bueno.
Made a call. Yeah, I made a player too late. The defense. I don't know who to who.
Again, the defense
didn't stop anyone.
Yeah, but they were depleted.
That's fair.
They had
was
nothing.
fair.
They had nothing out there. You have no Devin Lloyd. You have no Trayvon Walker. You have no Jordan Lewis. Arguably, your 3 layers of
your 3 best
players at 3 layers.
That's fair.
So anyway, all right. You want to take a break?
Sure.
All right.
I don't want to. I mean, I can just go nonstop forever. I want to get back into. Look, we'll continue with the Jags. Let me tell you, the sketchiest profession in the world right now, the most dangerous, slippery slope in all of sports, it's being a head football coach in the SEC. It is the most. It is the least substantially safe place that you could be. There's another one open with Hugh Freeze out at Auburn, and by the end of the week, Bieber in South Carolina is going to be gone.
Jeff, 6-16.
I'm not saying he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But this is now, I mean.
They feel the same way about him that we felt about Billy.
I get it.
Enough.
I get it.
10-3 at home to Kentucky.
The difference is he had a try. I think he should be fired too. I'm not, but I'm just saying.
I was shocked it didn't work. I thought Hugh Freeze was a perfect fit at Auburn.
I would have taken him at Florida.
I would have much rather had Hugh Freeze. It just didn't work. And you know why? Because he didn't get a quarterback. Whoever evaluated his quarterbacks, he did not hit the portal right. Peyton Thorne was average as days long.
Yeah.
And I said the same thing about Jackson Arnold. And
no good. Again, they've been very. A Hugh Freeze offense getting 3 points against Kentucky doesn't seem possible. At home, by the way. At home. Shane Bieber's going to get it this week, too, I believe. I believe South Carolina.
He fired the OC, Mike Shula.
All right, so maybe that'll work.
Buy him some time.
But I tell you right now, the biggest winner in the history of negotiation, right now, Lane Kiffin is sitting on a pile of money eating sugar straight from the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy.
Who wants me?
Just a big spoon, just putting sugar in his mouth, and the mountain keeps growing like Super Colon Boy from the old SNL commercial.
50
this
million,
is higher.
55, 16. Who's going to get 60 million? 60 million. I got 17 million over here. I got 17 million from Florida. I got 17.
17 million.
Auburn's got 17.5. Who wants to go to 18? Ole Miss comes back with 18 million. Hey, Ole Miss 18 million. Oh my God.
That's where we're headed. It feels like it. All right, we'll be back with more. It is a Next Gen Roofing Monday. Hey, gang, Next Gen is your partner. They are your teammates, supporting Jacksonville, supporting the community. They've been here forever. $300 off when you use them right now, thanks to 1010XL. So whether you have roofing need now, whether you have one up, and you don't know it yet, each and every time, for whatever the reason, you can trust our friends, our Monday sponsor, a Next Gen Roofing.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Playmakers make special plays.
That right there, that's special.
Special plays make the special teams player of the game.
Winning football players who can step up in a clutch moment.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams player of the game on 1010XL.
I know 2 brothers whose minds are always in the gutters.
Hi, I'm Tim.
And I'm Kevin.
We are the Good Brothers.
That's good with an E.
From Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
We install 6- and 7-inch seamless gutters, plus we repair and replace roofs, pool enclosures, and super gutters.
We are the Good Brothers, veteran-owned and local.
Visit goodbrothersroofsandgutters.com.
License number CCC 1334384.
Good Brothers Roofs and Gutters.
Yo, ET here, and Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar, Twin Peaks. Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge. Come on, somebody.
When you want a fresh perspective, pull into Lauren's Lane. I'm Lauren Brooks, and I fuel up with the day's top sports takes. Powered by Mazda at the Avenues. Afternoons on Helmets and Heels, 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
At Beard's Diamonds, we celebrate your anniversaries all the time. But now it's time for you to celebrate ours with the biggest sale all year. Beard's 44th anniversary sale is happening now with up to 44% savings. This is our biggest and final store-wide event of the year with our largest selection and lowest prices. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, pendants, colored gemstones, gold fashion. Our cases are jam-packed, and our associates know they can break all the rules for this. So come join us as we mark another year of proudly serving Jacksonville. In a sea of corporate chain jewelry stores, we're honored to be the only local jeweler in the town center. No commission salespeople, no corporate chain sales gimmicks, no treating you like a number. At Beard's, we're local people serving local people with honesty, integrity, transparency, and good old-fashioned customer care. Don't miss Beard's Diamonds 44th anniversary sale. From gold necklaces to lab-grown diamond studs to all the latest styles from top designers. You'll find it all at Beard's in the St. John's Town Center.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Strap in, Duval. The Jaguars are gearing up to face the Los Angeles Chargers Sunday, November 16th for our annual Salute to Service game. Join us as we honor and celebrate the brave men and women of our military all game long. Secure your seats now and be a part of the action by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. Let's stand together, Duval.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Helping you in the long run. Yeah. Jeff just hit the ceremonial tee shot and smoked it down
there you go.
Over the bunkers. Beautiful shot.
Just is that what y'all did?
Huh?
Yeah, we did the ceremonial tee shot. That's right. We're kind of a big deal out here helping the Tristan Bailey Foundation in their charity golf tournament today. It used to be the gala and the auction on the same weekend, and now I think very smartly they pushed the gala part into the winter. February, did you tell me? February for the gala, I think, and so today just the golf tournament, and I see some of our friends and partners are out here as well. So y'all have a good time. Just saw Aaron Beasley, Killer Bees, back in the day when the Jaguars were accustomed to winning, in the late 90s. And, man, I'll tell you this, Hick.
Yes, sir.
Stumbling through, this is going to be the biggest stumble through to 3 winning seasons in 5 years that maybe we've had in franchise history. Do you feel like this is going to at least be a 9-8 team? I thought yesterday's win was kind of a swing game. And they could still not get there if they don't play well. But it feels like it feels like 10 to me. I mean, looking at the schedule, that was. Yeah. Although there's still you're gonna have to win one against one of these good teams.
You know, I'm gonna go back to what Tom Coughlin once told me many, many years ago, and that is, you got to get to the tournament.
Just get in the
and
tournament.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? Let's just get to the tournament. Let's figure out how we do it, and if we can do that, and we can go, wild card weekend, whatever. We can still win the division, too, by the way. Again, you talked about the Colts' schedule.
Well, they're only a game ahead now, too.
Game and a half, yeah.
Well, in the loss column.
7-2, 5-3, yeah. So
this is a big game coming up this week at Houston.
They're all big.
I know they are.
They're all big.
But the schedule was supposed to be. It was supposed to be easy. It doesn't look so easy. Like the Raiders game's easy. We got to go to Houston. You got the Chargers coming here.
And my thought was get a split, and so now we at least got a split of these 2 roadies.
Yeah.
And so, but now you focus in.
A little house money.
Yeah, got a little house money.
That Houston defense is for real. Maybe you can find them on a day where they just lose their want to a little bit.
Right. Or their offense struggles and they get a little. Yeah. I mean, look at Cincinnati. Cincinnati, all right, is the first team since I don't know who. I just read this.
No, I think.
Ever to give up 39 points.
Oh, no, that's
not score at least 39 points 2 weeks in a row and lose.
38, yeah.
38
was the number I saw.
Yeah, because they lost 39-38 last week.
Yeah.
So they gave up 39 a week ago, and they gave up 47 yesterday. And by the way, at one point yesterday, I did tweet this out. We had scored 12 against Seattle. 7 against the Rams, and we were sitting on 0
at halftime
at about the half of the Raiders game.
That's not a good pace.
And I was looking up, and I saw
quarters,
the
19
Chicago
points.
Bears were about to score 47 in a game.
Yeah.
I only bring that up because of who's coaching the Bears.
I will say this, too. It also looks now halfway through the year like DJ Moore and Rome Odunze are a lot better than our starting receivers.
Right now it does, for sure.
And forever will be a lot better than whoever our second starting receiver is. Well, unless Travis Hunter's playing.
So the Bengals,
they've scored 38 2 weeks in a row and lost both games.
fired Lou Amarano.
Okay.
I don't know how to say his name. Who was a well-respected defense coordinator, brought in Al Golden, and they are pathetic.
Yeah, they're even
now,
worse.
Part of that problem is the Bengals chose to Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. They went that way. So, and there's only X amount of dollars. And so their defense is deplorable. Joe Flacco has been magnificent. Joe Flacco threw for like 470.
He's been productive. He's just winging it all. Well, he's got 2 or 3 interceptions a game.
No, I don't think
he
so.
hasn't?
I think he's like 11-1. I could be wrong.
Oh, well, no, you could be right. You could be right. I've just seen them lose these games, and that I know there's a lot of. But he had 4-something yesterday, didn't he? Did he have 4?
He threw 470 yards.
Yeah, four touchdowns, two picks.
Yeah, they don't run it. Yeah.
They ran it 15 times yesterday and threw it 47. The Jags finally showed some of that balance that they've been promising.
Yes.
They think they've had. They haven't. We've had too many games, especially losses, where they've thrown it 40-something and run it 20-something. Well, yesterday they threw it 34 and ran it 40-something. Now that's a balanced attack, and lo and behold, look what happened. I believe it is the first time in team history that they've scored on 5 straight possessions. The most I can find is 3.
Wow. It's 6 straight possessions they scored.
Correct. But I'll even go 5 in the second half alone. But, if you count that almost doesn't feel like a drive. But anyway, that is a possession. 6 straight overall. But I'm saying it looks like 5 1/2 is a record.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and I say that for this reason, hopefully that can get some momentum on the offense going. I mean, that's a little more. That's probably a bigger stat than we're making out. We've never in our history had a half where they couldn't stop us.
Flacco's 11-2.
11, and both were yesterday.
His
wow.
picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
he had 2 yesterday.
Okay.
So
11 touchdowns, 2 picks.
So
they love him. They love him over
7
there.
touchdowns, no picks, yeah.
But they've played themselves.
Maybe I'm thinking about Cleveland, too.
They've played themselves out of it.
Yeah, they're done.
They're done.
Yeah, they're done.
So now you start looking, so who you say, well, New England is a real deal. They're a good football team.
They are.
Drake May is a
they're
good
not.
football
They're
team.
not a contender, though. They're not winning the Super Bowl, I don't think.
I don't think so.
They're not ready.
But they're good.
Yeah.
They're up and coming.
They
got a young quarterback who's playing lights out.
Yeah, he's playing very well.
So it's New England and Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
It's
Indy.
No, in the north it's Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
But don't count out Baltimore.
Yeah.
Cleveland and Cincinnati are done.
Yeah. Pittsburgh winning is bad for Baltimore's business. I think those two play each other next week. Or maybe it's Cincinnati plays them.
Yeah. It's Indy and us. And then there's 3 teams in the West.
Dude, I was looking at the wild card.
Yeah.
The Jags are 5-3. The Chiefs are 5-4. Next, no better than 5 lost teams.
That's what I'm saying. So
3 and 5, 3 and 5, 2 and 6.
To me, there's 9 teams that are competing for
7 spots.
7 spots, and I leave Baltimore in there. I will.
Although Pittsburgh stays in the wild card hunt if the Baltimore wins the division.
Yeah. Well, they're.
I still don't.
9.
The only way Baltimore wins the division is if they can win at 8 and 9. I do believe that. I don't believe that Baltimore is going to be 10 and 7. They're going to lose games.
Yeah.
And
so Indy, New England, Denver, all 7-2.
Right. And they're not the 3 best teams in the
no.
In
Pittsburgh 5-3, Buffalo 6-2, the Chargers 6-3, the Jags the 7 seed 5-3, KC out looking in 5-4.
So here we are 9
and
weeks
then
in.
Houston's 3-5, Baltimore's 3. The only team that is currently there are 2 teams that are currently not in that can get in. That's KC, and I'm saying Baltimore. All the rest are dead. Tennessee's dead. The Jets are dead. Miami's dead. Cleveland's dead. Vegas is dead. Cincinnati's dead. Baltimore refused to discount it.
Well, the Baltimore, the amendment I'll make to
and I'm not keeping. I'm Houston's iffy.
Well, the only amendment that I'll make to the Baltimore take is that I should have clarified they're not getting in as a wild card. If that division's going to fall apart and let them in at 8 and 9, that's a different story.
Right.
That's not exactly a rise from the ashes.
Right.
If they get to 9 and 8 or 10 and 7, even more credit though.
Yeah.
Even more credit if they're able to do
but
that.
So The AFC is up for grabs. Again, the team that is the odds favorite to win the Super Bowl right now if the season started, and we're halfway in, wouldn't be in the playoffs. Yeah. So that tells you how in the NFC, find me a good dominant team. The Lions just lost at home to the Vikings. Yeah, that was a surprise.
The Packers just lost at home to the Carolina Panthers, who, by the way, are 5-4.
Yeah.
Suddenly the second best team in the West.
What about that? South.
So there's nobody in the NFC that scares you into thinking. The best team in football right now, for my money, the Rams. I think the Rams are the best team in the league.
Or the Seahawks.
I think it's the Rams. The Seahawks are also very good, but the Rams, what I love about the Rams, Darnold, as good as he is, he ain't Stafford.
No.
Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams give them 2 Jackson Smith and Jigbas.
Yes.
And they also have Kyron Williams at running back, and
Yes.
their defense and their defensive line is even better than Seattle's, which is great.
Right.
The Rams, to me, look like the best team in football. To me. Now, granted, they just snowplowed us a week ago.
They did.
Or 2 weeks ago. That kind of helped lead to that opinion.
Yeah, it'll be.
Who do you think would be in this? Today, who do you think is going to the Super Bowl? AFC, NFC. It'd almost be fun right now to start this every week, because that's how fast the winds can change.
It's a week-to-week
if
league.
we wrote it down and then
It's
in
a
6
week-to-week
weeks,
Like, by the way, Washington looks dead in the water.
And they are.
And Jaden Daniels got hurt last night.
Why do you have him in down 30? Explain it to me. 24, you have no chance. And the coach said, well, we're playing conservative, we're handing off. Well, more reason than I have him in there.
Ugh.
And he's been hurt already this year. That made no sense.
Yeah.
They're not that good. They got hot last year. They rode the hot hand of Jaden Daniels. He was top 5. He was the next Lamar. And now he's injured and banged around, and they're not winning, and now he's not.
Again, the one thing that I love about the NFL is you have to mix in the attrition, the injuries as you go through. And so there's still half a season left, bro.
And there's already a lot of big-name dudes out.
A lot of big dudes
now,
out.
the one thing by now is both teams are dealing with it usually. You're not the only one that's missing stars or good players. The other team is too.
Yeah.
And now coaching comes in, right?
Yes.
You can coach up and around these guys. And another thing about the NFL is this, and use yesterday's example, there is no huge upset in the NFL. Time just to admit it. Anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere. How does Carolina win in Green Bay? How did Green Bay lose to Cleveland?
Yeah.
I mean, I got 1,000 of these. How do you lose some of these games that you lose and vice versa?
It is. It's the NFL.
Yeah.
There's no explanation. That's why it's so hard to pick, gamble, bet, whatever.
Yeah. Fair.
I think I went 1-4 in the 5-pack from.
Did you?
From afar?
I think
pretty solid.
You might have been 2-3. Did Arkansas not cover? I may have even had you 3-2.
Yeah.
I went 2-3. I got backdoored twice. That's just the story of my 5-pack season. Have been all these daggone backdoors. Let's see. Let's go. You had Tennessee minus 2.5. That's a loss.
I had to scramble.
You had Buffalo plus 2.5. That's 1-1.
That's a dub.
You had Houston minus 12.5. That's a loss. That's 1-2. You had the Colts minus 3.5. That's 1-3.
Yeah.
What did Arkansas do minus 5.5?
They played Mississippi State. I think they lost.
I think they won. I think they won by 10. I think.
Well, let's look.
In which case, that will put you 2-3. I had SMU play. Nice job, you. Paging Joe, you. Nice job, Miami. You're exactly what you always are. A bunch of big mouth, big talking, never get it doners. So congratulations, Miami. You big mouth, violent, aggressive. You guys stew in it. Enjoy the rest of your season, big mouths. Nice job.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Hey, First Coast, it's your boy Leon Searcy, your lemon pepper guy. Back and better than ever for Wingstop. You know I can't resist those crispy, flavorful wings that make your taste buds dance. Wingstop just opened a hot new spot on Jeremiah Street in Middleborough. There's 17 locations, now serving up the most mouth-watering wings in town. And my all-time favorite, lemon pepper. Try their new quick and easy ordering on the app and swing by today for fresh, hot wings made for you. Only at Wingstop.
Hey, Hicken here for the cleaning freaks at Zero Res, man. Don't let Thanksgiving spills leave a stain on your holidays. Call Zero Res, man. Our patented cleaning technology lifts out even the toughest gravy, cranberry sauce, or pumpkin pie disasters, man. Listen, you don't want Aunt Linda sitting on a dirty couch, do you? Call the boys at Zero Res and get them started. Go back and listen to this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Get back to clean and get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, starting at just $149, and get a 4th room free with a canned food donation. Yeah, we'd love for you guys to donate generously, ideally a full bag of cans, not just 1 or 2. Also take $75 off your air duct cleaning. Call my friends at Zero Res right now, 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. Go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. Zero Res! Spell it backwards, spell it forwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served up by Dandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through November 13th. Financing available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Hey folks, this is Denny Thompson, and when it comes to protecting my home, I turn to Tyson, the leaders in state-of-the-art home security right here in Jacksonville. Their AI cameras and smart doorbells are top-notch, keeping an eye on what matters most. Whether you're moving in or upgrading, Tyson offers flexible packages, rent or own, with specials on the first 3 years. Ramp up now for the holidays, the perfect gift for you or someone you love. Call Tyson today at 590-7979 for details.
This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right gets you paid. Don't miss the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is so easy to play, right? You just pick more, you pick less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Get your picks right. You know what you do? You cash in. They also got the flex play, which means you can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Download the app today. Use code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's simple, it's easy, and it sure is fun. It's Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Sewer backups stink, literally. Tree roots, old pipes, or major clogs can be the cause. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline inspects and clears sewer lines fast. If your sewer's backed up, make the Superior choice and learn more at SuperiorPlumbingJacks.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at GuardianCollision.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
He puts the Bailey in the Bailey Foundation. Is that fair to say for us?
I think that's very fair to say. I mean, if I wasn't around, they'd be called something else.
That's right.
You know?
He's Forrest Bailey, and he is Tristan's dad. And what a beautiful day today, first off, in so many ways. While the weather is beautiful, it's also beautiful to be out here with your family and the celebration of Tristan and all the good things that you guys are doing. Congratulations as you get ready for another golf tournament.
Yeah, 3rd year.
Yeah.
It's our easiest year yet, and a
Good.
huge thank you to to you guys for everything that you do in supporting it.
Come on.
I mean, we've had the sign-ups were quick. Now, some of that may have been with the new grass out here. There was a lot of excitement to be on the golf course, but the weather couldn't be better. Great sponsors out here, and they're doing some fun things on the hole. So I think that's the biggest thing, because Tristan had a lot of fun. Laughed, enjoyed her time with her friends, and that's what I think I love the most about this is the spirit of everybody. It's, they're going to have fun out there.
I know that in the past you've kind of put it all in one weekend. It sounds like you're going to separate a little bit, let the golf stand alone. It could be a lot, right? And you guys are new, just getting the foundation rolling. You're going in 1,000 different directions, and maybe it was good just to kind of put this thing stand alone here on a morning.
There may be a few of us just working off of a few hours of sleep last
Correct.
night. So,
I figure.
And the other thing is we also find it's kind of two different groups that we work with. So, when we have the gala and all of that, it has a tendency to be more of her cheer friends and the cheer families and some of the community leaders that have done some things. This has really just become a lot of fun in the family fun day. So
can you talk about this a strength that you've had to have of finding like purpose through pain? I think that's kind of a message that you, the foundation, can send to everybody out there, and then we all have pain, and to find a purpose through it is helps you withstand. I would assume. I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, no, but you put it well, and I would say that is the case. And I also would say though everybody has to do what's right for them. Stacy and I come across so many different families that have lost loved ones, and this is what works well for our family. This is what works well in our community. We definitely had a galvanizing situation when, my daughter was killed on Mother's Day and, killed in a community where, we're just not used to those kind of things. And certainly you would never expect, a 14-year-old to be capable of such evil. So there was a lot of things that who we were and how we've traveled as a family and the 7 of us together and how close we are, but a lot within this community. I mean, you guys adopted us in like so many other people, so it's been very good for us. I am a little bit cautious though because we come across a lot of families where sometimes you just have to get through the day-to-day.
Yeah,
sometimes
for sure.
You just got to soak
for
it
sure.
up, and not everybody needs to do all of these things. But it's also energizing for us, and it is pain into purpose because
it's helping people. It's hitting. It helps. It helps people.
Just the other day we had something out thanking all of our first responders, and we got a comment back on somebody whose child was murdered and they were in Canada, and yet somehow the things that we're doing is helping them
There you
and
go.
how they move forward.
There you go.
And I think that is
Purpose.
what we're trying to do, is trying to help somebody, hopefully preventatively. I don't want any other family to be in this situation, but for those who are going through it, if we can help get them through a day or a moment, that's success.
And you do, but I think you touch on a great point, because one of the things that the foundation does is you come together with other families who have had terrible tragedies in their lives, and you guys go out and maybe can have a normalcy for a few hours, but you also get to learn that they become friends, they become acquaintances, you get to talk to them, and again, we always sit from afar and I'm like, oh my God, but you guys have lived it and can share experience through it. I think that's one of the best things. I mean, you do so many good things, but I think that's so important.
Yeah, our perspective on life is different since then, and there's so many tragic things, but like anything, it's what you focus on.
Right.
You guys hit upon sports, and we see all the great ways in which people reveal themselves and doing these great, wonderful things, and that's what we also try and do is. You enjoy seeing friends a little bit more. You enjoy those moments with your loved ones. You just realize that you got to find the energy to put your good into the world. And even the elements that we have at work, where sometimes the mundane tasks that we have to do, you appreciate them more because they're the things that can distract you from some of the lows that you have going through. So, I'm really excited about where we're going.
Right.
And yet I have to remind myself every once in a while to step back and say the things that we've done and the people that we've heard from where they're saying that it's already made a difference.
Yeah.
And
100%.
that fuels us.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah, and it's great to see you. All the hard work for this event is done. Matt Hinson also came out and helped somewhat, I think.
I think he watches. I think he watches you work is what I've picked up.
That's what we're hearing.
Well, he watches you guys work. I definitely know that. No, Matt's. It was amazing. Yesterday, I was picking up stuff. Matt had worked really hard to connect with a few people that we have more golf that we can auction off and things like that. Matt's been tireless in that, and he also. The other day, he was just watching the TV show and came across a family that had lost somebody, and he reached out and made a contact so that we can help them out.
Good.
So he absolutely gets everything that we're about, and just love the guy for it.
Good. And again, today enjoy.
Yeah.
Celebrate. We remember, and we're grateful. We're grateful for you. We're grateful for your family and everything that you guys do in our community.
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. God bless you, my man.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more on the other side. We are live at the Tristan Bailey Foundation Charity Golf Tournament. We're at the St. John's Golf and Country Club, and back to some more sports talk. Jags, Florida, Georgia, World Series, Gator basketball opens tonight. Very quietly.
Today.
They tip off tonight. All that and more when we return next.
Or basketball.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Non-stop Knowles. Search 1010XL Seminoles on YouTube.
Hey, gang, it's football season, and I don't know a bunch about chips and dip, but I know this. If you got chips, then you need dip. And if you need dip, let me tell you the dip for your chips. It's Daisy French Onion Dip. You'll love the new Daisy French Onion Dip and a Daisy Ranch Dip as well. Game changers. These are delicious as homemade dip, made with real herbs and spices and other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. You've got to try the dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
They're experts on the Jaguars.
This is where it all starts.
Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony bring you Jaguars Today, 10 to noon weekdays.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors studios at 1010XL.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a Dandy, and do it today.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks. I love Hello Smooth Med Spa, my go-to for skin health and beauty. Their biggest event of the year is November 19th, National Botox Day. Huge deals, local vendors, and it benefits Make-A-Wish. Don't miss it. Visit HelloSmooth.com for more details.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Gang, I know it's too early to talk about the holiday season, but my friends at Beard's Diamonds are stocking up like never before. So no need to rush in now, but when you're ready, Beard's will be ready. This is Jacksonville's local diamond powerhouse. No middleman pricing on exquisite diamonds. Unlike the other stores in the town center, Beard's is not a Wall Street-owned jeweler. They're family-owned by great folks here in Jacksonville. and they run circles around the conglomerate stores that claim to have direct pricing. Beards beats them every day. If you're wondering about lab-grown diamonds, Beards can teach you. They have natural and lab-grown, and they can educate you on both. And don't forget, Beards has case after case of fashion jewelry, rings, earrings, bands, bracelets, colored gemstones, pearls. Bottom line, you don't need to shop anywhere else. Beards is local. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. They got a massive selection. They stand behind what they sell. They take care of local customers, 100% accountable because they live here. Check them out, and you will see. Beards Diamonds rocks.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY and take the fear out of the fight. Offices, Jacksonville.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Home is where your story begins. And at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, we're here to make it the healthiest, most comfortable place it could be. Whether it's fresh, clean air, dependable plumbing, or reliable power, we take care of it all. From routine maintenance to state-of-the-art solutions, Donovan keeps your home running smoothly. Because at Donovan, we believe your home isn't just where you live, it's where your health meets comfort. Call Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing at 904-270-COOL or visit us online. Let's make your home healthier, safer, and better together.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
All right, think about it. No Brenton Strange, no Murray, no Devin Lloyd, no Travis Hunter. Lawrence was sick. Jordan Lewis went down. BTJ went down. Hunter Long went down. Diami went down. Walker got ejected, and they won the game. So I think in that respect, you look back at the Jacksonville Jaguars and you tip your cap, no matter who the competition was, for Jacksonville finding a way to win. Look, they only won 4 last year. They already have 5 this year, and they've only played 8 games. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm good. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the lookout for experienced lift truck and dock door technicians. Lift Power benefits, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power rapidly growing, serving the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. Lift Power is family-owned and operated. Nobody better. We want you to be part of the family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. If you're looking for perhaps a career change, you can learn more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Watch your foot there, man. Hey, sure.
Vegas.
Bright lights. Fires right side. That ball is going to be. Did Monteric Brown pick it off? Yes, he did. He broke on the ball. Monteric picked it off. He jumped in front of Michael Mayer. He picked it off at the 32-yard line of the Raiders.
You know, we talked about the momentum of the Cam, not we, but they talked about the momentum of that Cam little kick before the half.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an extension of it, right? That was first, second play of the, early, at least in the third quarter, that first drive by the Raiders to immediately take the ball. They responded with a touchdown. They took the lead, and then we played ping pong for the rest of the half. Look, I heard you go through the detailed list of guys that were missing, but really now the next step is get both sides of the ball performing at the same time.
Right.
Like we had earlier this year where the defense was doing its job and the offense would do just enough.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday the offense more than did its job. They scored every time they had the ball in the second half in addition to their last mini drive of the first. 6 straight possessions the Jaguars scored on, and by our research, that's never happened in franchise history. But on the other side, the defense didn't offer up one stop. Every time the Jaguars scored on those 5 straight possessions in the second half, the defense allowed the Raiders to do the same thing. It was maddening. And the strategic aspect and I'm not going to sit here and start throwing around terms. I mean, we all as fans, why don't we double cover that guy? But, man, just from the most elementary, why are we not just put 2 guys on him?
Right.
Rush 1 less. We're not getting there anyway.
Right. Yeah, it was, listen, we were down a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball, and it showed. We couldn't
for
stop
sure.
them.
And I'm going to keep that in mind.
Yeah, so you know what? Devon Hamilton, good for you. Somebody needed to make a play.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
To his credit.
Batted the ball down.
He hadn't made a lot of plays. He does a lot of the dirty work, but he made a play, and that was big for the Jaguars and allowed that because, again, if that ball gets through, I'm pretty sure that's 2-point conversion. And game over.
You talk.
He was wide open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, it was. And again, they every time the Jaguars would produce a drive and take a lead or get a tie, the defense would give it right back. But again, there's a lot of guys out. This is going to be an interesting week to monitor that injury report, not just here but in Houston, where C.J. Stroud went out with a concussion yesterday. And I think if Davis Mills quarterbacks, Jacksonville will win that game. I think.
Yeah.
Again, not taking anything for granted. The Houston game here at home could have gone either way. We got a touchdown in the 4th to win it, but it was 10-10 in the 4th. That Houston defense is for real, and that's why you hope that at least what we saw in the second half of what I guess, quite frankly, was an unstoppable offense. They scored. We're going to need that in the second half of the season, and it's what we got in 2021.
Yeah.
Remember, it was about this time of the year where that offense finally started in their first year under a new coach. Finally started to get their legs under themselves. We'll see.
You know what my pet peeve is?
What's that?
On Jaguar Victory Mondays, where I just want to be happy. I just want to enjoy the win.
Okay.
I can break it all down. I'll break it all down all week long for you guys, man. We can call. Listen, we understand what we're dealing with here. We understand we are not a
ready-made
championship a roster
we're not
right
built.
now.
Right.
I get it. We talked about playing better. We talk about improving. Okay, but I just get frustrated that so many. And again, this is social media driven, so which I'm a big part of. So I see it more than like you, for example. But I just get frustrated. All the people feel like they got to go on. They go on and they make this Trevor Lawrence thing just so, and they got to defend and look at this and every little stat. You don't want to do that, man. I get that you like Trevor Lawrence. I'm cool with that, man. Trevor Lawrence is a great dude. Trevor Lawrence does everything right in the community. Trevor Lawrence had a lot thrown at him since he's been here, and he's also reaped a lot of reward. He's
an NFL quarterback.
He's an NFL quarterback.
Middle of the road right now, NFL quarterback. And when they win,
thank you. That's it.
He'll be consistent. And by the way,
you know what? Yesterday he was middle of the road. Too. I know. Oh, he played so much better after the pick. Yeah, he threw for 160 yards. Whatever.
They won. He made again. That's where that side will give you some credit for getting your guys to the finish line with a win. That's one thing that he has done, that quarterbacks here, and you can argue skill sets for Bortles, Garrard, Leftwich, Foles, Minshew, all of them. The one thing Trevor's doing is getting them to the finish line with the win.
Amen.
2 winning seasons in 4, on the way to 3 and 5 for a franchise that he took over, just went 1-15.
Yeah.
So, but that's not a Super Bowl, and that at the same time is not a guy that he's trash. He needs to be replaced.
Right.
There's a middle ground. That's where he is. And by the way, if the Jags go to the playoffs, next year Trevor Lawrence will be back in the top 10. That's what we do with him.
Yep.
We push it. Unless you're in that top 4 or that bottom 10 that are never going to be any good, you're going to be 5th to 17th based on how your team is doing.
Yeah. I'd like him to get to 5th. That would be
I would like to, again, I'm okay with winning for now, and I'll worry about. But there's been some pushback. NFL teams don't get better; they get better quarterbacks. And I thought this is a perfect example of that. Mm-hmm. The Jags haven't gotten better; they've gotten a better quarterback, so they're 9-8 instead of 5-11.
But the guy you should all be talking about today is the
ETN.
running back.
Yeah, for sure,
That's
and they are. I think they are.
Y'all should be talking about number 1 and how damn good he played yesterday. That was a big-time performance. And we needed every one of those yards. And that was a guy who, man, he had one where he got down low and got through the
scooted through. You know what that reminded me of? I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
That reminded me of what a surfer must feel like when he's getting in those barrels.
Yeah.
You're kind of going through that barrel. You can't see anything around you.
He had a 4th and 2 where he had no chance. And
he got there.
And he got
ran
a first down.
I thought Tootin had his most aggressive. He was on the offense.
Yes.
He wasn't. There wasn't hesitating. He was punching through. And I don't know what he ended up with, maybe 20, 30 yards.
Yeah.
But it was.
Well, we ran for 151.
Yeah, and they ran the ball a bunch.
And ETN had 22 for like 84.
And I don't remember exactly, but I believe the Raiders were worse against the pass than they were the run going in. I think.
Yeah.
I think statistically that's where they. But the Raiders' defense isn't terrible, by the way.
No.
Like going into the game, they're middle of the pack. They're not
I know
like.
what I was going to talk about, and I keep forgetting. I watched this game yesterday. Nobody freaking knows how to tackle in the NFL.
They just bump into guys.
These idiots
They
take
don't wrap
kill
up.
shots.
Yeah.
And I watched this on Genti yesterday. I was so mad at our guys. He ran through a hole, and we'd rather take big blows on him.
Right.
Take a big blow, but put your damn arms around
there's
him.
a lot
I
of
don't understand.
There's a
why
lot of
people
shoulder
don't do
shaking
that.
goes
Oh
on.
my gosh,
Yeah.
it drives me nuts. And I know they'll say, well, we don't practice tackling anymore. We only go in full pads 12 times a year. Dude, it's tackling.
It makes sense. Like if somebody is running away from your house with your valuables, are you going to go bump into them, or are you going to go grab them?
Grab them.
Grab them.
Tackle them.
There you go.
Why
Grab
don't they tackle them?
That's
Please
fair.
tackle them.
Meanwhile, the other side of Vegas, baby, the Florida Gators with a number 3 national ranking tip off the basketball season tonight against Arizona.
I got some buddies who went out there and did the Vegas.
This looks like a great trip.
And they went to the
Detective
game
Larry.
yesterday, and then they're going tonight.
Well, and mine. This would rival your trip to Augusta for me and my own whims. But Detective Larry did those two, and also
he's out there.
Yeah, he did, but also what would be the highlight of my trip, more than Gator basketball, more than the football game,
the gambling,
that Wizard of Oz in that sphere.
Oh,
that
that's
thing
right.
looks cooler than cool to me.
Did he go to that?
He went to that too. Yeah,
He did? He said it
sent
was
me some
good?
video. Oh, he said it was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say that sphere is something.
Yeah.
All right, we'll grab a break. We got 9 o'clock nasty.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's a next gen
Did you see
roofing Monday.
McNasty today? No. Okay. Well, he's around. I think he's down at this. Well, he's usually hanging with E.
He's probably with the cart girl. I bet he's with the cart girl. All right, be back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
And he's not moving. That was a heck of a hit.
Good health is an important part of a successful program.
A guy who was number 5 on our depth chart is now our starting wideout.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update. Jacksonville on 1010XL.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Okay, Jacksonville, Hickens calling it. Checkmate Coatings, they are the MVP. Tough, slick floors that dominate any space. I'm telling you, get your garage done. You'll be so glad you did. Gives your house a new room with endless possibilities, and they'll coat anything, man. Talk to Brendan, the owner. Nobody better. He's a terrific young man. He does a great job with Checkmate Coatings. They don't have any big overhead, just killer floors at killer prices. You want more information? CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com. They're Checkmate Coatings. They're your floor's missing piece.
At Beard's Diamonds, we celebrate your anniversaries all the time. But now it's time for you to celebrate ours with the biggest sale all year. Beard's 44th anniversary sale is happening now with up to 44% savings. This is our biggest and final store-wide event of the year with our largest selection and lowest prices. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, pendants, colored gemstones, gold fashion. Our cases are jam-packed, and our associates know they can break all the rules for this. So come join us as we mark another year of proudly serving Jacksonville. In a sea of corporate chain jewelry stores, we're honored to be the only local jeweler in the town center. No commission salespeople, no corporate chain sales gimmicks, no treating you like a number. At Beard's, we're local people serving local people with honesty, integrity, transparency, and good old-fashioned customer care. Don't miss Beard's Diamonds 44th anniversary sale. From gold necklaces to lab-grown diamond studs to all the latest styles from top designers. You'll find it all at Beard's in the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, gang, Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily?
Hospitality projects, maybe it's top-tier residential service, no gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and good old-fashioned hard work. They're your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team. Lloyd's is the only name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. That's Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Are you ready to upgrade your windows or patio doors? It's the Black Friday sales event going on now at Renewal by Andersen. Buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 years. This offer expires November 30th. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Balancing books and the grind of daily practice is what it takes to be a scholar athlete. Wednesdays on The Frangie Show, kept healthy by
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists
and the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234
on 1010XL.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Football season is here, and our hometown team isn't the only one ready to stack up the wins. At Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi, you score big every time you shop with us. Thousands of vehicles, no flags, no fumbles, just hassle-free car buying and big wins with lifetime warranties, lifetime oil changes, and lifetime customer service. Plus, our wow pricing lets you celebrate a touchdown of savings. Beaver Toyota, Beaver Chevrolet, and Beaver Mitsubishi. We're here to wow you.
Bold flavors make great gifts. Buy a $50 Flame Broiler gift card for friends, family, or co-workers and get a free bottle of the legendary magic sauce. Visit any 5 Jacksonville locations or flamebroilerusa.com.
ET here, and if you've ever been injured in an accident, you have 14 days to see a doctor and protect your insurance benefits. You have the right to choose your own doctor, too. And I recommend McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation, the auto accident experts.
Awaken 180 weight loss. Awaken 180 weight loss. Hacker here, and I recently celebrated a birthday with friends and family, and a lot of photos were taken. And you go on Facebook and you look, and you have those memories of years past on the same day. And I saw pictures of myself from 2 years ago. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. That's back when I was over 300 pounds. I mean, I was in a bad spot in life with my weight. And now here we are, my birthday in 2025, down over 100 pounds, keeping the weight off. I look like a completely different human being. I can't tell you how many times I'm told that pretty much on a daily basis by people who haven't seen me in quite some time. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, awaken180weightloss.com. I'm living proof. If you want to drop the weight, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is your answer. 844-346-1800.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by 904 Gutters with a Z. Jag running back Travis ETN continues to earn praise from head coach Liam Cohen.
The confidence that we've had in him this whole time, that the run game, and he definitely spearheaded that.
College hoops tip off this evening with a heavyweight showdown. Number 3, Florida versus number 13, Arizona in the Hall of Fame series. Hear the game live on 1010XL AM and our stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 9:10 and it's 59 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the Drill.
We're wasting time.
Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back. I had I've now jinxed myself. I had thought that I had finally become Magellan of Jacksonville.
Well, I could have told you that was misguided.
I had thought that Christopher Columbus had nothing on me. I thought through the use of my phone and other things like longevity, I was not going to get lost anymore.
Okay.
And so I've told you about the transition to the new place and finding my way, et cetera, and a couple lessons that I had thrown out there. Well, I had a tough one on Saturday. And I drove to the Florida-Georgia game with my family, but not with my family. They went, and then I went because I didn't want them to have to wait for me at the end of the game. So I went, and I had a parking pass in a garage. So two things.
Over there by the
well, it's the parking garage by the arena?
Yeah.
I thought it was that one.
Okay. Is there another one?
There is. So I drove up to that one, and they said, no, it's the one on Duval Street, which is like telling –
yeah, that doesn't mean anything to you. Yeah, that's right.
How do you get there?
Correct.
Take a right, keep taking – okay. So I do that. I get – and now, again, understand, even at 9:30 in the morning downtown –
you don't have just the run of the place. You
no.
got to have – yeah.
So I pull up to A. Philip Randolph. You know that street.
Yeah,
right
that's
by
where the Channel 12 used to be.
Yeah, right by the arena.
That runs in between the baseball grounds and the
arena. Yeah. And to the left of me is the sports garage. Luckily, so I have to make a right.
Oh, so yours is the one
next to it,
attached to the arena, or are you on the other across the street from the arena?
Across
That's where
the
you're
street.
supposed to be. Okay,
so
I got you.
So. Shout out to my guy, my JSO guy.
That's a pretty easy
He gives me a, hey, Dan.
Right turn, you're there.
Well, I'm stuck in right turn, and I got to go left.
Oh, okay.
So he allows me to make a U-turn.
That's what happens when you're the mogul.
And saves me. So that was huge.
Joe Q Public's not getting away with that.
No, he would have had to go back around. That was my fault, but he was very nice. So
sure.
I appreciate it. It didn't affect anything, so it was cool.
I told a story about us breaking the RV the other day. That was a good one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So... But then leaving the all-timer.
Now, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I just got to – I'm going to give you some points for embellishment here because it'd be hard for this to be an all-timer.
That's true.
Considering your past.
That's fair.
Beyond – I mean, the all-timer was leaving Mandarin and ending up in Hastings trying to go home to San Pablo.
That may be true.
That's unbelievable.
But I'm leaving. I'm leaving, and traffic is still bad. I've done all my work. We've completed the interview process, the live show.
What time is this?
Everything's done.
8:30?
Couple hours.
9.
8.
8 only.
8:15.
Okay.
And so.
I mean, the game didn't end till 7-something.
Did it?
Yeah. 7:15 probably ended.
I'd say it's a good hour.
Okay. 8:15,
past the-
8:30.
Yeah.
All right.
And so I pull out, and the traffic is still thick. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
And I'm going to make my way. I'm going to make
leaving traffic, by the way, is a lot worse than arriving traffic.
Oh, it's the worst.
Like arriving traffic,
Yeah,
you're excited,
fun,
you're getting there. Leaving traffic is
home.
whether it's a game or a concert or whatever it is.
So I'm driving. I'm headed down one of the streets. I'm going to get to Main Street.
And then you're going to,
And I'm going to go left,
Sure.
and I'm going to go over the Main Street Bridge, and
Unfortunately,
I'll be home free.
you went down the wrong road where it was one way, and you couldn't take a left.
No, I hit Main. I get to Main Street,
all right.
but the traffic down Main Street, it's about 4 or 5 blocks.
You still got
you
got to commit there though.
And so I think, oh wait a second.
Yeah, this is where it happened. Yeah, I can
go.
tell you that.
I know right over here.
Yeah, no, you
is that
don't.
Hart Bridge.
Yeah, no, you
Expressway.
don't. Yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm going to make this left and cut out this 30-minute
You ended up
wait.
downtown Jacksonville somewhere. He did. Way out on Main Street, out on Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway somewhere.
I get to the Main Street. I get to the Main Street. I make the left. I get to the Hart Bridge Expressway. It's closed.
Sure.
Why is it closed?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but that's just
so
never
now
good
I'm in a kerfuffle.
Well, I'll give you credit. I didn't think you even found the Hart Bridge Expressway.
No, I saw the sign.
I think
that's
you
why
just went
I
the wrong way.
I think I looked to the left. I go, I think that's the sign. So I eased my way into the
Man's
left
lived
lane.
here 40 years, gang.
Yeah.
40 years he's lived here.
And so now, honest to God, I went down a street. It's pitch black, and it dead ends. I'm in the middle of downtown Jacksonville. dead ends, and I got no way. I got to back up to get out of it.
Usually when I get lost
I don't know what street I'm on. I have no idea where I am.
Here's what usually happens. When I'm downtown for events and I try and outsmart everything, I usually end up going out like on Talleyrand somewhere. And it looks like you're driving into like Mad Max Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Like that little stretch of Talleyrand just east of the stand where you're just driving into like a 2020, like a 2120 dystopian
Believe
future
me when
Earth.
I tell you, I think it was about 2 hours of drive time.
Yeah, I
before
believe
got home.
that. And the family, they've already long hauled.
Oh, I called Reagan.
Yeah,
she's
they know how to get out.
She's like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way home. I'm almost home. I said, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell her.
I took 14 wrong turns,
embarrassments.
honey.
Yeah. So it was
all very believable.
It was classic to the point that I almost started to feel a little bit like claustrophobic. Like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I was
it's no
like
fun.
trapped downtown.
Yeah, and again, post-event traffic, much worse than pre-event traffic.
But that was my story.
Add Auburn now to the list of Power 5s that are open. Why is Florida or LSU a better job than Auburn? Because of Alabama? I think it is because Alabama looming. Florida doesn't have Alabama. LSU doesn't have Alabama.
Florida has, at times, FSU and Miami.
But they're never the stepchild, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn is the only one they're the stepchild. I don't mean to offend my Auburn friends. Yeah, they are. Auburn is a B+ to Alabama's A. It's hard not to measure it that way. Whereas Florida does not have that insinuation. Even if Miami and FSU are better than Florida for a period, Florida is still the main university in the state. LSU, there isn't even a second.
I will continue to say what I've said all along. That they're all great jobs. And I don't know, you pick the one where
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I could see.
Lead this party to it. Hey, where do I want to live?
Yeah, I love Auburn. I have great, maybe I did some time at Auburn as assistant. I don't know. I love the Plains. I love that school. Personally, I think it's a great school. I like Auburn. I like LSU. Got to deal with the crazy Cajuns. But I like LSU. But the governor's kind of screwed up that job a little bit.
Feels like it.
Yeah. So he's people may not want to deal with that. And obviously, Florida would be my number one pick. But yeah. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. But I don't know. We'll see. I continue to hear good things about Lane Kiffin in Florida. Somehow I suspect in the end I'm going to look up and they're going to be introducing Eli Drinkwitz as the new coach.
I don't want that.
That's what I feel
I just don't
like
want it. I don't want it. The further into this whole process we get, I don't want it so bad. It feels like another Mullen, McElwain kind of hire to me.
Yeah.
And Eli Drinkwitz has done nothing but beat the Vandies and the good programs when they're struggling that year. So it looks good that you beat Florida. You have a win over Tennessee. But he's just not this don't platform Eli Drinkwitz and Lane Kiffin in the same place. Lane Kiffin's been much more impressive at Ole Miss to me.
Yeah.
And so I just Drinkwitz just, I don't know, it doesn't sit well. And if Kiffin ends up anywhere but Ole Miss, if he leaves and goes somewhere else, I'll continue to say that I don't know. You start to reach a point of what are we what can Florida be?
Yeah.
If you can't get Ole Miss's coach to come coach you, then the landscape has changed and it's time to get lucky.
There is no doubt the landscape has changed.
But they're still not.
That's a fact.
Who's the last guy to stay at an Ole Miss level and turn down a Florida LSU level? There's one thing staying at a good school and not going. I'm talking about who has stayed at an Ole Miss level and turned down, that next level. Maybe they are. I'm not saying they haven't. Like Dan Mullen leaves Mississippi State for Florida.
Right.
They were number one in the country when he was there.
Yeah.
He was doing things at Mississippi State that Kiffin's doing at Ole Miss that makes you think you can win there. So,
Arkansas is also open.
Yeah.
Auburn's open. Colorado State, Florida, LSU, Oklahoma State's open. Oregon State, Penn State, Stanford,
LSU, Florida,
Virginia Tech, UAB, UCLA, all open.
And there's not a lot of candidates.
No.
There's just not a lot of good, solid, who do you want candidate. I wonder where it's hard for me to take John Gruden all that seriously as a coach. He's just been off doing like Barstool Sports. Yeah. I mean, I just turned on John Gruden and he's playing in a YouTube golf tournament. That doesn't seem like a guy, poring over film and trying to get back in the game. Like John Gruden wouldn't appeal to me at all. And after Kiffin, what are you left with?
Eli Drinkwitz. So you're gonna, and he's, by the way, he's not a bad coach.
No, I'm not saying he is. I don't
and the best thing, Eli Drinkwitz will come in and
he seems kind of silly to me. He's got that mullet
He's quirky. He does. But Eli Drinkwitz would be a guy. And again, I continue to maintain. I think it's going to be Lane Kiffin. But yet, when the smoke clears, we'll see. But Eli Drinkwitz will come in and he will not be. The program will never be what Billy Nate. Eli Drinkwitz has done a good job at Missouri, a very good job. So that part I will say.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
we got to take a break.
Look, you could go get any of the Three Stooges, and it'd be an upgrade for what we've had.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. A strong fence makes a good fence. A strong defense makes a good team.
They're the best defense in the league for a reason.
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game.
Go, let's go!
On 1010XL.
Hey, Jacksonville, it's Dan Hicken with a game changer. I've tested the field, and Checkmate Coatings is my new go-to for durable, jaw-dropping floor coating. Better play, better results.
I'm Brendan with Checkmate Coatings. We coat it all: garages, pool decks, driveways, and patios. Be the envy of your neighbors.
Slam dunk your floors at checkmatecoatings.com. Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Checkmate Coatings, your floor's missing piece.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through November 13th. Financing available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258444.
UniversalRoof.com.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com.
So you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Tired of roofers who never answer the phone and just use AI?
I'm Morgan Conley, the People's Roofer. I answer every call. No robots, no runaround. I'm born here, built here, staying here. Visit MorganConleyRoofing.org.
Hey, Prosser, when it comes to game day and your snack time, I know some of you guys are just, you go dip crazy. Well, here's one for you. You can't miss with Daisy French onion dip. If you love eating dips with chips, wings, and veggies while watching those big games, you'll love the new Daisy French onion dip. There's a Daisy Ranch dip as well. Get them both game changers. These are delicious, homemade. That makes the difference in a homemade dip. Made with real herbs and spices, other ingredients you'd find in your own kitchen. Got to try this dip of deliciousness. Look for Daisy French Onion Dip at a grocery store near you.
The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out.
Money tight? We can finance almost anybody. Find the AMCO transmissions nearest you at AMCOJacksonville.com.
What defines a hero? Dedication, loyalty, courage. Every day at AMCO, we serve heroes. For over 60 years, we've repaired and maintained the most critical public service vehicles. From complex transmissions to simple brake jobs with flexible financing and the extra safety precautions we need. The heroes we serve don't all wear uniforms. They're people like you. At AMCO, we're proud to serve all of you. AA MCO.
Family owned and operated in Jacksonville, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and St. Mary's, Georgia.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Frank Frangie here for Coyle & Sons Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember the 2017 AFC Championship game when Miles Jack wasn't down? You know what else isn't down? Fences installed by Coyle. Their fences have been standing tall here in Jacksonville for nearly a century. Since 1927, Coyle has been the fencing leader in Northeast Florida. If you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coyle & Sons today at 904-356-4821, CoyleJacks.com. That's C-O-Y-L-E, Jacks.com. Coyle Fencing, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
This is Nye Lawrence Stample, national champion and owner of NLS Cleaning. We're your exterior cleaning experts for pressure washing, gutters, windows, and paper sealing. This event season, get your home or business ready to go before guests arrive. NLS Cleaning, 708-8802.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Dropping. It's a quarterback draw. Trevor to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown. Another terrific play call, a quarterback draw, and Trevor ran it into the end zone to give the Jaguars the lead.
All right, we're back. It's a next-gen roofing Monday. We are live at the Tristan Bailey Foundation charity golf event. Glad to help out in any little way that we can. Let's keep Mr. Dassa Dub out of it.
Yes.
But if we were able to transport ourselves back in time, and I don't have the exact, layout of what we picked and how we picked it. I know that I ended up at like 10-7, I think, and I believe you ended up below 500, and that would have to be
I think I was 7-10.
Okay, and that would have to be at least in part because of this incredibly difficult beginning of the season, right? I mean, you looked at these first seven games in particular, but the 4-3 doesn't sound as good as now the 5-3 taking care of one you should, after that 7-game stretch. But if we went back and we would have said Carolina win, we would have said at Cincinnati was a loss, maybe a win versus Houston, but then you're probably losing 2 in a row. You're going to split. I mean, you really thought you'd be probably at best 3-4, even if you were playing good football, right? Mm-hmm. So to sit here at 5-3 now, and look, it's going to get easier. At Houston is a tough game. It's a division game. It's a place that I'm not going to forget. Houston has been dominating us. We beat back that streak of 7 or 8 in a row in Jacksonville, but we beat them there. Then you got the Chargers at home. That's certainly not an easy game. You're at Arizona. You're at Tennessee. You're Indy at home. You got the Jets at home. Bottom line, there's a stretch here that now that you're already at 5-3, if you can somehow in these next 6 games go 4-2, you're home with 9 already, and now we're trying to position. So, hey, I'm glad to see Kansas City lose yesterday. I mean, I think it's a mistake putting the Chiefs as the Super Bowl favorite. That we could be a problem for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
We could be a problem. They could do fine, and they could rally and be 11-6, and we go 11-6, and they lose the tiebreaker to us.
Yeah.
We could be a problem for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They lost that game on Monday night, and if somehow they only get to 10, and the Jags are 10, and, you've got the other wild cards coming from the –
I mean, I think the Chiefs will muddle together and find a way to get their – they had a tough schedule, though, man. They had a tough schedule.
I didn't even begin to tell the story. But bottom line is, I mean, it's now here at 5-3 where we're to the point of the schedule where we were stacking wins. So if you picked the Jags to win 7 games, I imagine in those first 7 you only had them winning 3, maybe 2. Mm-hmm. So now that we're to a point that if they could just although it's amazing how the schedule never looks as easy once you get to it. The second half of the schedule was supposed to be that much easier. Suddenly you go at Denver, at Indy in the middle of December, and that's a murderer's row.
Who's that?
The Jags.
Oh, yeah.
12-21 at Denver, 12-28 at Indy.
Yeah,
I mean, that's tough. 2 of the best teams in the conference.
Yeah.
It changes fast. So.
Changes fast.
But awesome to be 5-3. Awesome to make history yesterday. You made history with a kicker who kicked the longest field goal ever.
Set an NFL record, a franchise record, lots of good things happened yesterday.
Franchise record for Josh Allen and the sacks, and then a franchise record, 6 straight possessions where the offense scored.
Yeah.
And in the second half, they needed every slap one of them, didn't they? They got the ball 5 times in the second half in overtime. They scored 3 touchdowns and 2 field goals. If they don't, they lose the game.
Yeah. Incredible stuff. And listen, Entertaining, too. Highly entertaining second half.
Fun when you win.
Yeah.
You know, that 3 seconds
Such
where,
a fine line,
yeah,
dude.
for your emotion.
Because, I mean, think about the tone and texture for everybody if that 2-point conversion had been caught.
If they scored yesterday and caught that 2-point conversion, I think a majority of the fan base, and I'm not saying unfairly, people pick their poison, would put the entire loss on Trevor Lawrence throwing an interception at the goal line.
Yeah. And you see things so differently. The perspective's so different in just the win versus the L, and it's the NFL, and it's so close, and it comes down
all around the league.
Yeah.
Look at teams that lost. Oh, you think the Colts expect to lose to Pittsburgh? You think Green Bay expects to lose to Carolina? I mean, it's
you know what it did. You know what yesterday's win did to it. Like, look, last week. I mean, I'm sitting there, traveling, and I look down at my phone, or one of the guys tells me Travis Hunter's on IR. I go, what?
Yeah. That happened
And that
Friday.
was like,
that was bad news.
Yeah, it was like a gut punch. And I said on TV, it wasn't just a gut punch. It's like a 1-2. It's like gut punch, lose your best receiver, right cross, lose your best corner.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's like we're all sitting there going, this franchise is cursed. And so for them to fight through that part of it, find a way to get a victory, get to 5-3, and again, just stack some wins and somehow get to the tournament. And that's all. That's the goal every single year, no matter what.
I didn't like it felt like them reporting it's not an ACL, and now we've got an MRI today to double check. I didn't like that part.
That's
just part of it.
No, we love the transparency of the franchise unless it comes to injuries with and that's how every franchise is. They're not going to listen. And back to when I talked about that Trevor illness at the top of the show, they had to report that, because what if Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden got into a vomit fest before he walked out, and he had been sick and they hadn't said he was sick? You know, so it just happened to the Ravens when
with
they
what,
pulled
Lamar?
That. Yeah.
Well, why did that come up? He played also. It shouldn't be a story. I disagree with having to tell if you've got. What if I got a sinus infection? Do I got to tell you that? What if I got diarrhea? Do I have to tell you that?
Well, if there's a question that if you're throwing up, if you can't stop throwing up, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, those guys never don't play.
Yeah.
So again, injury. If the guy in practice on the wall, rolled his ankle, I would have a big problem.
Right.
And I'm not saying the Jags did the wrong thing by saying that's not my point.
Right.
The NFL is doing a wrong thing if they expect a guy with a fever to tell you, or an upset stomach, or anything else. That is where you just find. What if a guy gets sick in the middle of the game? Now is that your fault too? You know, I don't know. That injury seems different than illness.
To be able to get that victory, kind of at least keeps the franchise, keeps things going, keeps things, and again, like I said, I don't think anybody's sitting here telling you, this is a Super Bowl team.
Doesn't have to be.
No, this is
not for my fulfillment.
No, and again, not only that, but if you get to the tournament, anything can happen, and you never know with the matchups. You only got to beat the one in front of you, the one that you have to play.
Right.
Somebody else may knock out that team that we have no chance of beating.
It's hard to win the Super Bowl. You know what we've learned here? It's not that hard to make a conference championship game. It's really not. Every year, there's a team in the conference. Not every year. A lot of years, there's a team in the conference championship. Last year, it was Washington. Where'd they come from?
Yeah.
The Texans made the conference
We
championship
did
game
it 3 times.
We've done it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, that's a long way from winning the Super Bowl or even making the Super Bowl. But the conference championship, and point being, find the right matchup, pull one upset win.
That's the positive spin. The negative spin is I'm also not, I'm keeping in mind we beat the Las Vegas Raiders by a point.
That's fair. But we also did it with 7 and we're not we're not the most talented team to begin with.
Right.
So to lose 6 or 7 of our most talented.
Fair enough.
Gives it that. And I will say this. We reminded folks of this late last week. Say what you want about the Raiders. They went in New England and won week 1.
Yeah.
You got to talk about what ceiling you're beating when you play an NFL team. I guess that's what I meant by there's no more quote upsets.
Yeah.
If you play to your opponent's ceiling, almost every opponent you have has a ceiling that's beating a team as good or better than you.
All right, we'll grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest the Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest the Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to restofprosneflorida.com. That's restofprosneflorida.com.
Rest the Pros!
Hey, Hicken here. Tired of glasses or contacts? Discover customized vision solutions at Bowden Eye and Associates. Dr. Bowden's team offers cutting-edge options like Evo implantable Collamer lenses, refractive lens exchange, and classic LASIK, designed to fit your life. Picture-perfect vision for reading, for driving, or just enjoying the day. Man, it's so easy. Easier than you think. Call now and get a free screening with Bowden Eye and Associates. They're Bowden Eye and Associates. You know what they're doing. They're keeping the First Coast focused.
Brackish Vodka, the spirit of the sportsman and proud partner of the Jaguars, is now available at the Fresh Market Spirits and Wine. The Fresh Market Spirits and Wine is a new adult beverage store offering spirits, wine, beer, and accessories at A1A North in Ponte Vedra, a first-of-its-kind destination for thoughtfully curated spirits, wine, and beer as only the Fresh Market can. And now, you can get Brackish Vodka at the Fresh Market. Brackish Vodka, for whatever your sport is. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 3rd, 1993, Greg Maddux becomes the first pitcher since Sandy Koufax to win the National League Cy Young Award in back-to-back seasons, and the first ever to do it with two different teams.
Clogged toilet, too much paper, deeper blockages, or one of your child's Hot Wheels could be the culprit. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline and handles toilet clogs fast. If your toilet's clogged, make the superior choice. Learn more at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Basketball season is here, and you know what that means. Now you can mix and match football and basketball and win big with Prize Picks, where being right can get you paid on America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. All you do is pick more or less on 2-player stat projections and watch your winnings roll in. Patrick Mahomes, more or less than 243 passing yards. Steph Curry, more or less than 26 points. It's just that simple, everybody. But here's the best part. Prize Picks offers an injury insurance reboot. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, where you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. And with Flex Play, you can double your money even if one of your players doesn't hit. And all Prize Picks withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Download the Prize Picks app today, use promo code 1010XL, and get $50 in lineups instantly when you play $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Good morning, Jacksonville. It's your main man, ET here. And I know that getting into an accident can be stressful, but getting the proper care doesn't have to be. That's why I recommend my buddy, Dr. McGowan at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation Center. Even if you're at fault, your insurance covers you. And remember, you have the right to choose your own doctor. Even minor accidents can cause whiplash and years of lasting pain if left untreated. So don't wait. Call the auto accident experts at McGowan Spinal Rehabilitation. Your recovery starts today.
Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Welcome to the bundle event. Entering now our undisputed tag team champions, the mid-size SUV and the mid-century modern. Together with a State Farm agent, this auto and home duo are a powerful force of savings, service, and customizable coverage. Now, let's get ready to bundle.
Call State Farm agent Brandon Thomas in St. Augustine at 904-342-3459.
Availability and amount of discounts and savings vary by state.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Cooling down from a hot weekend, man. Whew. Busy weekend. Halloween Friday night, Florida, Georgia Saturday, Jags at the Vegas Raiders Sunday. Lots of ball and at least not total despair as the Jags get a victory and improve to 5-3 on the season.
Yeah, I'm cooling down on just an incredible World Series. Just an amazing 7-game display that could make a baseball fan out of you, especially if you picked up games at about the 7th inning. I mean, look, you had the 18-inning game. That's a little much for me. 18 inning, you start going. It's historic, but it's not that. That's too long. I got to end this thing before 6. But if you watch from about the 7th inning 4-2 until the 11th inning conclusion, you can't find better, more dramatic, more exciting, edge of your seat baseball. Where I tell you what, the Blue Jays had 2nd and 3rd no outs all night long, and they went total Atlanta Braves. They couldn't get anybody home.
Man,
you know what's unfair though for the Dodgers,
What's
and then I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you.
It's not fair to spend the billions of dollars you spend and then get lucky.
Yeah.
But for that ball to hit in that sidewalk groove and for Toronto to not get a run that would have won the World Series is gross.
I know.
That's just gross.
Yeah.
And by the way, nice design.
Yeah.
How do you design a baseball park in today's day and age where that's possible?
I grew to love that Ernie Clement kid.
Yeah.
I saw him afterwards. He's crying and
he hit the ball that got wedged, didn't he, or was he on base? One of the two.
I think
know.
he hit the one that Pa has caught.
Oh yeah, that one too.
This guy set a postseason record for the most hits.
20-something hits, didn't he?
30.
30 hits.
Guy had 30 hits in the postseason. And I was thinking, you know what Ernie Clement is? You remember the Cowboys Steelers Super Bowl where who's the guy? Larry Brown had the 2 picks of Neil O'Donnell and got a big fat contract with the Raiders, a free agent contract. Because I said to Brooks, Brooksy, what's Ernie Clement like? What kind of hitter is he? He goes, he's like Squirrel. He had 277 with 9 homers and 50 ribs.
That's who he is.
I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just got hot, man.
Yeah, he got hot.
He got hot.
But in fairness,
he delivered, man.
And much like Squirrel, and when you guys are good, he gets some credit. He was credited.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't a bit player.
No.
You know, he was even this year.
Ernie Clement, man.
But he's more of a dirt dauber than he is
he came through like
a powerhouse.
Every time he came up, man. And I thought he had that ball he
It looked
hit,
like it was gone.
Oh, my
Although I will say this in the Dodgers on the Dodgers side. The long game especially, and then the other. I've never seen a team hit more balls to the warning track that don't go out. And Freddie Freeman, I think, has officially got warning track power now.
Yeah.
Those last 3 games, he must have hit 6 balls to the track, and none of them left.
I think Vlad.
Well, that's not true. Except for the walk-off.
I think Vladdy thought he had won it.
Yeah.
When he hit that 3-0 count.
Yeah.
I said, green light him, man.
Yeah.
I think he thought he
double,
won it.
right? He fisted it.
No, this is the one he hit deep to the wall.
Yeah.
But he posed. He looked at it.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's a World Series kind of introduced you to some stars.
He's a great
player.
player.
Vlad Guerrero's even, and I'm a baseball fan.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Vlad more than when he plays the Braves.
What a great
He's
player.
a superstar baseball player.
I can't believe how well he moves.
Yeah, he's a big man.
But
he's big and
he can
strong.
Run. He can run.
You know, he's like Prince Fielder with athleticism.
Yeah.
And he's not quite as heavy as Prince, but similar.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's a terrific player, every bit as good as his dad.
Yeah.
Maybe better.
So, So anyway, that was. He might.
But it's a great World Series. So to cool down on that,
I feel bad for the Jays. I don't know, man. You get so. It's a gut wrench, man.
The Dodgers don't deserve the good fortune they got. That's what makes
the Jays outplayed the Dodgers.
They did.
And the one guy announcer, he said, cussed. He goes, I don't care. I'll say it. Toronto's a better team, and bleep, bleep, bleep.
Yeah. Well, and here's what really bothers me about the Dodgers. It bothers me so bad. These primping superstars that they have, Freeman, Betts, Ohtani, it just bothers the crap out of me that those guys can hit 212 and it not matter.
Yeah.
It bothers me that they don't have to wear the label of Winfield and these other, and I know they've had some postseasons, And Freddie's got the home run, so that adds a different. But those guys really, it was Muncy or Smith
Teoscar,
Kiki. And so these trillion-dollar players to choke, to constantly come up short. Your boy Ohtani, he lifts that head off on those pitches. It just shocks me.
Yeah.
When he's off, when he's swinging at those down
and
and
away.
away.
Runs did he hit in the postseason?
8 was it? But he had the one that the play I'm talking about though. This one, he does this. He swings and misses sometimes. Where that chin ends up pointing out to the right field foul pole. But anyway, I'm just bitter. I hate seeing the Dodgers win. I wanted the Blue Jays to win, although I knew the Dodgers were going to win it all. It's easy to say after they escaped these last two, but it's an unstacked deck, and for whether it's Murph or Major League Baseball themselves, for y'all not to see the problem, that's on you. It's on you. It's way out of control now. The disparity between the top and the bottom, and I don't care how you do it. Either put a demand in of the lower echelon owners that you have to pay this, or tell the top end enough's enough.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go now and go buy this next Japanese slugger or go get this player.
Kyle Tucker.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
All right, we make the turn for home. We're live at St. John's Golf Country for the Tristan Bailey Foundation Golf Tournament. Had a great time out here today, raising funds for that foundation. They do terrific work. We'll come and put the wraps on it and hand it off to this new and popular show. It's called, what is it, Jeff?
Jaguars Today.
Jaguars Today. That's next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Jacksonville, hunting season is here, and nobody gears you up like Green Acres Sporting Goods, home of the largest archery pro shop in Northeast Florida. They've got everything for all seasons: archery, black powder, and general gun season. Green Acres is a fully stocked Browning dealer with ammo, accessories, and safes. Don't miss out on Florida's Second Amendment sales tax holiday, happening now through the end of the year. Gear up today at greenacresporting.com.
Hey, you can hear from my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Listen, the sun is out this week. It's beautiful. But you know what? It was out at Florida, Georgia, too, man. Put on that sunscreen. Don't get that sunburn. Put on that hat. Put on that long sleeve dry fit. Protect your skin. Nobody takes better care of your skin than the folks at Beaches Dermatology. Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. They're voted one of the best places to work is by the Jacksonville Business Journal. They are a terrific place. I go to the one up Solano Road. Shout out to those folks. But for all your skincare needs, just go to beachesdermatology.com because you can find the location that best serves you and will help you. Beachesdermatology.com is the place to go. And for all of your skincare needs, I've had a hydrofacial there. It's terrific, man. I can't recommend it any higher. So beachesdermatology.com for all of your skincare needs.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Movember is Men's Health Awareness Month, so take charge of your health and vitality at Ackerman Urology in Mandarin, Middleburg, the Beaches, and World Golf Village. For prostate and urological needs, trust Ackerman Urology. AckermanUrology.com.
Post-game Monday on 1010XL is served by Tandy Foods, making quality fresh sandwiches since 1956.
Did you know that for every inch of rain on a 2,000 square foot roof, 1,500 gallons come off the eaves of the roof? Call Clearwater Seamless Gutters and Drainage, and we'll design a plan using our Clearwater Seamless Gutters, and we'll connect those gutters to a Clearwater drainage system to solve your erosion and standing water issues.
Clearwater Seamless Gutters. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at gutters.
And drainage, too.
SeamlessGuttersJacksonville.com.
Running a small business is tough, so the Florida Small Business Development Center at UNF provides a free business checkup, a personalized analysis that helps you boost profits, your online presence, and increase your company's value. No cost, no strings attached. It's guidance from experts who understand what it takes to succeed in business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to expand, it's time to act. Complete a request for consulting at unf.edu/SBDC.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Now, the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
This Jacksonville group went for broke while in Vegas, and the chips would fall in their favor. While in overtime, Trevor Lawrence would find the end zone for a 1-yard score, giving the squad a 30-23 lead in the extra period. The Lawrence score is your Performance Painting Play of the Game.
Hi folks, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Ever wonder what to do with leftover paint that you don't want? Here's a few options. Paint can be placed in the regular trash if it's dry. Simply stir in kitty litter to a thick consistency. Then wait a few days with the lid off till it dries. Also, if the paint is good, there's many charities or churches that would love to have it. If you'd like more tips or have a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
What does AM and PM stand for in terms of the clock?
Southern Oak Insurance is proud to continue offering coverage statewide. Financial stability makes Southern Oak Insurance a wise choice for your homeowner's insurance needs. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
AM stands for anti-meridium, before midday, and PM stands for post-meridium, afternoon.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I mean, there's nothing like victory formation.
Oh, that's a great
I mean, I don't care how you get there. When you look back at the end, they go to the standings right there, and it says 5 and 3. It doesn't give you a detailed breakdown of the 5 or the 3.
Doesn't say, hey, they got lucky.
Right.
Doesn't say, hey,
they got killed.
beat the
Hey, they
Raiders.
beat them. I don't. The style points are nothing to be, worried about here in Jacksonville,
No.
FLA after this 20-year period we've had really since 2000 until now. So a win's a win, and for a team that's developing. A lot of times for the good, there's some bad.
Now we'll start to look ahead and see what the deal is with the injuries. Because long term, if the guys are out for a while, it's a problem. I mean, we know we don't have Hunter for a while. He's out. We know we don't have
at least 4 weeks, and we'll find out more.
Probably more.
And trade deadline tomorrow too.
Huh?
Trade deadline tomorrow too. What we gonna do?
Trade deadline tomorrow. I don't know.
I think you got to stand pat.
Yeah.
We've already given up a lot of draft picks.
But listen.
What are you going to get? Unless you're getting a guy you're going to keep for 4 years.
If I can get a 6th, 7th round pick and get a, Jacoby Myers, I'll take him.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That does not – I don't think that,
You're talking about making a big impact?
Well, is there one? I mean, big impact is getting getting Max Crosby. It's getting Trey Hendrickson, and I don't know if they're in a position to go get that big of an impact. Yeah. I think the receiving core is a big problem. De'Ami Brown has not been good to me. They don't – in fact – that may be kind.
I think the defense is a big problem.
Yeah, I do too. But just in general, it feels like there's some areas to be improved, and that's the good thing about being 5 and 3 through this. And credit Liam Cohen for taking over a 4-13 football team.
Yes.
Not playing the best football. Liam kind of is Trevor right now. It's not pretty, but it's above 500.
Fair enough. Let's get out of here. E?
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Mike Dempsey is standing by, getting ready for Jaguars today. Trade deadline is tomorrow, Mike.
Ready
Victory?
to go. Let's
Yes.
go. Happy Victory Monday.
Happy
we
Victory
like
Monday.
them. Yes.
The sky's a
HVM.
little bluer.
Yeah, why not, man? I mean, look, what's the alternative, but they're not a good team. You know who wishes they had won yesterday? Everyone who lost. All right, so
I'm not buying the Raiders as a terrible team. They're not the best team in the league, but whatever.
Look,
they're
they're
going to win
better-
some games the rest of the year. They'll beat a good team, I promise you.
They're
somewhere.
better when they have Bowers and Myers, who they haven't had recently. And they did, well, speaking of good teams, they beat the Patriots in the
Right,
opener.
that's right.
And I know, granted, first week, funny things happen.
Sure.
But I don't even care. You know what? They're on the schedule. The Jags got the win. It counts, like you said. Nobody's going to vote on style points here. They're 5 and 3, and if the playoffs began today, We're back in, baby.
Where? What are you guys doing? You got is DG coming in?
DG will come in. We'll react to all of it. Let me ask you guys quick, because I know you were just talking about the trade deadline. Okay.
Yeah.
If there were a position, forget what you got to give up. What's the position? Is it receiver? Is it safety? Is it corner? They have so many injuries right now. Like, what's the spot that you fix? What's the top priority? I don't know what the answer is.
And does that make it harder to make a trade? I mean, it's fair to wonder that if you're working for the team, you may not know that answer.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to I think that's why in this case, with all the injuries now, if you're making a move before, if everyone's healthy, you can see them making just a move that can help put you over some.
Yeah.
Whereas now with all these injuries, there is for it to be a trade happen in the next 24 hours, it's going to be because you're getting a guy that you're going to lock in for the next 2 or 3. Like, he's part of your plan.
Mike Dempsey, will the Jaguars make a trade, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
What do you think
don't know.
What do you think they'll address?
The word has been defensive tackle is what they're looking for. But they came into the week 6th against the run. Yeah. And, could they use a guy who pushes the pocket? Absolutely. I mean, are those guys available? How many, and what would they cost? So I think they'll make a move, a small move or two with some of those late picks. They have 3 third-rounders as well in addition to their second. I could see them giving up, like, the compensatory pick from Detroit in the 3rd round if you get the right guy.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can get a guy this time of year for a 5th or a 6th also.
Right. I mean, look, think about Jacoby Myers, right? Could he help us? I mean, he didn't make big plays, but he was tough. He caught the ball. The Jags hit him hard. He
has made big plays in his career, too. He's had big years.
What do the Raiders need for him now on an expiring contract? I mean, what would you really want?
6? I think the Raiders would take a 6.
Maybe a 6, maybe a pick swap where you give a 5th and you get a 7th back or something like that.
Right.
So
Jacoby Myers to me is like the perfect guy to add.
Yeah.
It's not some huge commitment to the future, but I will say this. The league, and we're sitting here, it can change, but there's not that team that looks invincible.
No.
Right? I mean, a lot of years there are power teams that look like they're head and shoulders better than everyone else.
Yeah.
It's been the Ravens, it's been the Bills, it's been the Chiefs, it's been somebody in the end of the Eagle.
Yeah.
That team's not there right now. Now, he may be there in 6 weeks, but they're not there now. So it makes you, any place you can add to put yourself closer to, championship level might be enough in a year like this.
I'd like to see, and I don't think it's realistic because he hasn't been there long enough, is Keon Coleman's getting no run whatsoever up in Buffalo, right? And look, he's not going to separate from anybody, but he is a contested catch maker.
Yes.
He's a guy who can catch the ball with guys draped all over him, and the Jags could use a little of that.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
All right, it's Mike Dempsey getting ready for Jaguars today. Our Monday edition is
It's done. It's been a next-gen roofing Monday. The roof's kind of been on fire the last couple of weeks, but we raised the roof this Monday, and for all your roofing needs, you'll save $300 when you call our friends at Next Gen Roofing. So every Monday, but remember them on the days past that. It's Next Gen Roofing and NextGenRoofing.com. Have a terrific rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Jaguars today is coming up next.
Yeah.
Time to swerve.
Been in the corner.
I'm faded. Feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
The Drill. From the divorcemenonly.com.